so many people, so many fucking people you no longer sit with, or people that aren't on the app as much anymore, or are down different rabbit holes or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The fallouts on here be wild. Yes. Uh, Twinkles put the right Retina on there. That is her real page, the Retina 7.0. Girl, your damn profile too. Your videos be on point. Videos be for real, for real. I'm gonna share this to Simple again. Is Queen of all trades, is she up? She's probably asleep or with the baby. With the little baby. I don't know. And the one thing that I would hope everybody remembers also is some of you guys, okay? Some of you guys have been friends with people before, friends with 6 months, have fallen off with people they were friends with forever. So when you see people when you see in old spaces or whatever, for whatever reason, like, don't be so quick to be like, oh, fuck. Oh my God, what? I'm being reported again? I erased all my, what is it called? Chef, cheese, I don't know. Cache, whatever it's called. Good morning. Yeah, I did that. Tina Bama could tell you, huh, Tina Bama? Tina Bama been around for a long time. Good morning. Cash. Yeah, I erased that. My pockets heard me erase it too, bitch. My pockets hurt. Tina, the reason why I said that, or the reason why I brought that up though, is because you are gonna be. Are you free right now? Are you able? Well, you don't gotta get in. Are you? Because you ain't even really been around, so you'll know what I'm talking about, but you won't know what I'm talking about. Here's the one thing that's irking the fuck out of my nerve. Okay, y'all. What's Jeff watching? He's at work. I got my nieces over. They're watching. What is this, you guys? You guys are behind trolls, and I also have this weird fucking habit of calling weird body girl. So yeah. Matter of fact, I could go upstairs because I'm gonna go clean up there. Girls, I'm gonna go upstairs. Okay, I'm gonna start cleaning up there and be on live. So, okay, if you guys need anything, the cereal is right here. You know where the bowls are, the milk, all the things. I'll throw the chargers down. I got 2 iPhone chargers. You guys can charge your phone. Okay? Let me know if you guys need anything. Love you. If you want hot breakfast, let me know. My bad. Oh shit, I can't even hear y'all. All right. Can somebody grab Queen? Anybody? Or anybody that knows the situation from yesterday? Can you guys hear me? Simple, you here?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, girl, I seen your green screen or your comment green screen yesterday. I was lost all over again. Like, what the hell did she do?
I have no idea what's going on. Retina had shared the live with her live with me, but I was on the way. My dad's been in the hospital since Wednesday, and so I was on the way. I was at the hospital all afternoon yesterday, so I
Yeah,
have no.
Retina went in the box. Retina went in the box and said, yeah, Retina went in the box and said, bro, she's been following me for like 2 years. What is going on?
Yeah, I don't even know what the comment is. I don't know. I have
So the
no idea
comment
what is
was,
going on.
it looked like to me, this cereal, it looked like to me that it was a question. You were like, so Queen, Megan, who else did you say? There was three people. Oh, Queenie. You said Queen of all trades, Megan, and Queenie didn't say anything with a question mark.
What? When was this recent?
Girl, I have no idea. That's why I was like, what's wrong with that? She's asking, like, is there context behind that? Because it just looks like she's asking a question.
And what live? Like, what? Well, I assume it was in a live. Do we know whose live it was?
Uh, I cannot remember. I'm not gonna lie. That's why, if anybody knows what we're talking about, can they please come in? Because I'm gonna tell you something. All my people, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a fat bitch, and I just ran up the stairs. But I encourage everybody to be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't encourage people to go and talk shit and partake in the shit talk. But I can't get mad at nobody for being anywhere when I tell everybody to go be nosy. But I also want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it would be the same way if I was in a live chat talking shit about you, Simple. You know what I'm saying? You would be like, hold up, bitch. Right? Not saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be pissed off and mad. I'm not going to, people are places and spaces. Because, bitch, be nosy. Just don't be messy.
Oh, CK said the live was all about trashing.
Hey, so I heard I was summoned. I didn't know that was a fake page, so I'm gonna unfollow it.
Yeah, they're spoofing our pages now. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
people got to be careful because, listen, it ain't just me. It ain't just Retina. It's not just Petty. It's not just Queen of all trades. It's not just Queenie. They're spoofing profiles. So people got to also be very, very mindful of that. Not saying that that's what happened with Simple's comment, but did you ever find out the context of that comment?
No.
Hold on, I'm a big box Gloria real quick. And I only say that because, like I was saying yesterday in your live, Simple be everywhere. I mean, everywhere, in all sides, in everybody's chat. And I've seen her defend many of us, not just me, not just for Tina, many of us. I've also seen her say some shit that you're like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? But then she'll come in the live when I'm live and be like, oh, girl, that's what I meant. Like, I said this. This is why I said it, you know?
Hmm.
But I don't know the contents of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It is. I'm over it at this point.
Um, so like one way you can look at it is like to compare the two is like gift levels, things like that. That's the
Yes.
way that I mean we know like we've debunked spoof accounts in petties like when things like that happen. But just if you could like I know y'all probably don't have like the like at of that account on that screenshot. But like if you could get it, I mean, I know you can see the gift level and things like that, but that's about the closest way you get to finding out if it was a spoof account or not. That's like literally all I wanted to come up to say.
Right.
I'll.
But
I'll
oh, go
oops.
ahead, Queen.
Sorry. First of all, I wanted to again sprinkle baby dust over your way, girl. Um, But I just want to let you guys know I only have 2 accounts. This one, and if this one ever, like, if you ever see one with this profile pic and it's acting wild, please check the following and the likes on it. You'll know for sure. But the other one, I'll post my backup that I rarely use, and it's a smaller account. But I'll post that one on my page today too, so you guys can take screenshots or follow that one only. And if there's any other ones running around, it's not me. Especially if it sounds off the wall, you guys know that.
Also,
So.
if you guys are seeing comment people, nosy neighbors, and other lives and spaces, do what Kendra just said and click on the profile and take a screenshot along with whatever you're seeing. If you feel that you got to take a screenshot of a comment made, make sure you're taking a screenshot of the actual profile, because honestly, I can foresee a lot of people. I can foresee a lot of people running into this right at this time, because they are claiming that they ain't stopping. And that's one thing I wanted to say about the validating the both sides comment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to be funny whatsoever, but real shit, it's not both sides. You know what I'm saying? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry. Yes.
No, you're good. My husband just called. But it's not both sides. Not at all. Like, yeah, we be talking shit over here, but I don't think any one of us have fucking dug into somebody, doxed a fucking stranger, went to the extreme of putting people in danger. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. And when Bougie be talking about her, oh shit, girl, Deb, did you mean to be in the box? He says she was in the tub. Like when Bougie be talking about how she was doxxed and plastered and all the things, and then brings up the Facebook thing. First off, I am the one that green screened the profile or the post that her daughter made in 2016. I green screened that.
Okay,
And
so I think this is coming back to me. And Queen, just to let you know, yesterday Retina had shared Retina shared your live. I didn't see it till hours later. I was at the hospital with my dad, but at any rate, this it's like coming back to me now that I'm seeing it. I think this was when they were talking about Pastor Petty had supposedly, I don't know, I never saw the video, had said something about putting a 45 to some woman's head.
Oh,
That's
okay. I
that's the
understand.
that's the context.
Okay.
You know,
At the look with that you, whoo, that was a very
Oh, that's messy.
intense, yeah, that was very that's fucked up, because it was a very, I'm not saying.
Yeah, I put in the comments because she was asking about that clip in one of the comments in h0llymae's live one time, and I told her, I was like, I'm pretty sure, like, since all of his lives are on his YouTube, if you really want to see it that bad, you can see it. I was like, but with the context and the story that was told beforehand, I would have said
Hold
the
on.
same
I don't
shit.
want to lie. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie, Duff. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie. One of my children was sex harmed by somebody's boyfriend, and you should have had that context before you just listen to
Yeah.
anybody's story. And they were talking to that mother. They were talking to that mother. This is always going to be traumatic for me. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. If you touch children, and for over a long time, we talking about from age 3 to 11, and it happened repeatedly, and the mother let it happen, what you want me to say?
I said, that's what I said. With
Yeah.
the context
So
behind it, I would have done the same thing.
It was very traumatic type of live, and he was very triggered. And they were contacting. They were not those people in the box. I'm not saying them, so please don't take that way. But people were in contact with his.
No, Queen, because one of the person in the box right there was one of the ones to contact said woman. So yeah, it was one of the people in the box in
Okay,
that
I
live
didn't know.
because
I didn't
Bougie
know.
did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bougie was bragging how she was gonna take her out to lunch and all type of shit. Bougie can sit there and say that she never said it, but I'm telling you, she was live. Leather was the host, and she was talking about that they were gonna get the forensic photos and they were gonna show them.
Oh my God.
But
Yeah.
last
Sitting down having coffee with this lady, asking her questions about things that they have no reason or rhyme or need to ask questions about. It ain't none of their business.
And let me tell you something. Since I really gonna put this out there, those kids got taken again, and I got another damn report from March. I got another report from March.
Wow.
I got another report. Let me just put it out there.
They're actively not taking care of their children, putting their children in harm. Actively to this day, they're going to come for petty, for saying a quote unquote wrong comment. But I'm sorry if somebody did something like that to my kid as well. I would say the exact same thing, if not worse. So yeah, I fully stand petty behind that.
Ray of Sunshine said, let's not forget the ones now talking shit about it supported him saying it at the time. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's wild. It's wild. Also, when all of this shit started with all of us collaborating and everything, it literally was leave the kids alone. Leave the kids out of it. Stop speaking on children. Stop speaking on children. They just kept bringing it back to petty. Petty, 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 petty. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Well, I just want to say, of course, that provides a lot more context, which of course I didn't know at the time, but I
I'm gonna get out.
apologize.
I'm gonna get out the box, Holly. I'm gonna get out the box.
All right.
Sorry, Petty. Have a good day.
I think that it's just hard for me in regards to everyone, not everyone, but a good chunk of people always are looking at some of those that are more active in Petty's lives, like myself or Megan, or like you said, Queen E, and like run into us and saying like, well, how nobody stopped him? Nobody did. Like, at the end of the day, we can't stop anybody anywhere on TikTok for reacting or saying what they say on their own platform. You know what I mean? And so it's hard on me when I have accounts messaging me saying, oh, Queen, how come you don't do this? Or how come you don't say that? Or how come you allowed this? And I'm like, it's not my platform. It's not mine. And we don't know, like, I'm not going around to other people's platforms that I may not agree with and be like, going in the comments and attacking their viewers saying, how come you don't tell them to stop? I don't have time for that. People are going to do what they want to do. They're going to say what they're going to say on their own platform, and they're responsible for whatever happens when they hit that live button. You understand?
Oh, yeah. And I guess in my mind, I thought, no matter who it is, like if Holly said something off the wall and, rightly so, I guess I would be like, oh, girl, why are you saying that? That might not be cool. And I guess I thought that's what oh God.
No, that's okay. I mean,
That's
it
what
does
I
happen
thought
though. Like,
when I was saying that, like, okay, because I didn't know the context. I had asked where the video was. I know Kendra said YouTube and all that. So at any rate, the bottom line
yes, I
is I
did.
apologize if
That's okay. I
you
was just
guys
going to
don't.
let you know too, is that in that moment when that happened, I was not in that live. It was late at night when it happened, but came to me and called me and said, please come, Petty's live and we need you. And I immediately ran in there after that comment was made, which I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
And I told him the date. getting and allowing people to see the reactions that he was giving, even though they were rightly deserved to be reacted that way. I did immediately go away and have him end and go to bed. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't worth all that. He shouldn't.
You
Nobody
did.
should be in that position. You know.
Yeah, I will vouch for that. She came. She told him, she was like, regardless of how you feel in the situation, you don't need to act like this in front of these people, because like we're seeing now, they're only going to use it to their advantage and to hurt him. So
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Like, I mean, if you think about it, lately, a lot of people from this side have been picked. Look at Ratina. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she gets on him and is like, bitch, pull the fuck up. Like, I'll fucking, I don't know, say something wild. All of a sudden, is she going to be the wrong person or is she going to be the bad person because she reacted to the fucked up shit that's happening to her? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't fucking stop. And then people are like, well, just don't engage in it, just let it die down. We literally did not engage in shit for 2 weeks, and the motherfucker went like from 0 to 100, and even straight out said on a live, the reason he's going after me and Ratina so hard is because we didn't bat an eye when he first said something about Ruthless and Ratchet. I'm gonna tell you guys why we didn't fucking bat an eye. Because we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He claims that so many people were doxxed. The majority of the people that were spoken on, as in who they were or whatever, was Sassy Virgo and Brittany Ann Official. All money. Fucking people from his wedding. From Artie. Period. There was I don't know what Ratina and her had, like what their chat was. They were friends way longer than I was around. But for him to be saying Ruthless and Ratchet, but then saying Rugy over there with fucking 3-4 fucking group chats, doxing everybody and anybody, even if you're just a comment person, you're being doxed in that chat. That's the one you need to be worried about, not over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted simple thanks so much. We were just trying to, well, for me personally, and I don't know what time you guys started the live today because I've been out. But first and foremost, I'm so sorry to hear about your dad and having to be in the hospital yesterday. That's kind of when I popped in. I wasn't upset. I was just looking for clarity because I didn't understand the context behind it. I think a lot of us were just looking for clarity to understand just it's a picture with a line. So I do appreciate you clarifying that. And then coupled with the fact that somebody had then come in under a troll account and like cursed at Queen. So there was
Right. Well, of course. I mean, and like I told Queen, maybe I was just passionate at the moment, and so, but I shouldn't have name dropped anybody for that matter. So lesson learned there.
all good.
Leave it alone.
I mean, for me, it's all good. I can only speak for I just appreciate it. And thanks for explaining it. That was really kind of you. And thanks for Holly for hosting it to be able to understand. Because like, even I make mistakes. So there's things that I could do differently and do better. So thanks for having the conversation.
Thank you for letting me explain.
Yeah, of course. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
You too. That's what I'm saying. It's a free ass app. And I think that for me, the seeing somebody in somewhere and then being like, oh, so and so is over here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't be picking and assuming anything about anything, especially anything that they're fucking showing or saying, because I mean, how many fucking times do you gotta see some AI shit to know, okay, this shit ain't cool. Like, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Florida man will say, oh, hold on, because I'm about to drop this, or I'm about to drop that. I'm about to make some people mad. And then the first thing that he's showing is fucking AI pictures of people looking all big. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Come on now, bro. When you got to resort to body shaming, like, give it up. Give it the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Hello, hello. But the part about it being both sides, and then when they say, well, I mean, I could say that for both sides. No, you can't. No, the fuck, you can't. What account did you block? You know, I'm not trying to be funny. I promise you I'm not. And I'm not saying, oh, we're angels over here. You can't say that. We're no. They have. And stranger. Like, I'm telling you, the one that Florida man tried to claim that lady was, that's not her. That is not her.
That I really don't care what people are as long as you don't sit around engaging in literal lies that you have been told on this side are lies and it's been proven are lies. But I'm gonna hop down so I can do laundry and things. Y'all have a good day.
All right. Didn't something happen with Simple involving me yesterday? No, Simple wrote she was in a chat and she had asked a question and asked if you guys spoke up or said anything or something, but they didn't have context, so it was, but they didn't.
Well, let me explain since Queenie just got here. So Gloria showed my comment and it came back to me. That was they were the people in that live, the host, whatever, were talking about Pastor Petty, and they were talking about how he
Made a comment.
made a comment about a 45 in a woman's head, and I shouldn't have, but in hindsight, but I asked if any of y'all said anything to him about it. I shouldn't have name dropped or anything like that. But there was no ill intention. It didn't come from a place of going against any of y'all or anything like that. So I apologize for that, and I just won't mention anybody's names again.
Ray of sunshine. I just think that we all have been around enough. We've all been in everybody's live enough. We all know who be fucking stretching the truth or just flat out lying. And you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even, me personally, I wouldn't even pay that side no mind. But not everybody feels like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is understandable. Y'all pay your own bills. Y'all go where you want. But the validating when, cause like the Nikki lady, I don't even know her like that. Like, yeah, we know of each other, but we don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not know her to be like, no, that's something she would say or that's something she would do. And vice versa. She don't know me. Yeah, let me and motherfucking Ratina be being spoke on in the live that she's in. And baby, she is in there with them, partaking in the conversation, claiming that we're so stuck, we're group thinkers, mob mentality, we all defend petty and all the things. I'm like, what the fuck? You've been around longer than I have. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Then fucking Florida man, they're all in the live with him. He fucking green screens Ratina's mom, and then tried to throw a dig at me because I didn't know who her mom was. Like, what the fuck? I'm her friend, you fucking weirdo. What does her mom have to do with our friendship? Why was that weird that I didn't know who her mom was? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? This was a couple weeks ago. This was probably like a week ago. Maybe he was green screening a whole bunch of shit. This was right before, I want to say right before Nelson ended up in the box. And that's the thing too, Nelson, if I were you, I real shit would have been like, bro, you got your issue. Don't try to bring me into it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time. Like, fuck that side. You know what I'm saying? I would have, but that's just me. I 100% would have been like, man, fuck that shit. That shit's old, bro. Leave me out of it. No, but people, again, they do what they want to do, which is fine. Everybody, Raid, I'm telling you, it's wild. You can't even go into their fucking lives with less than 1,000 with followers came for. Like, what the fuck? People do realize that people aren't TikTok life, which is why so many people miss shit because they don't come on here. People miss going on because they're on a different, whole completely different FYP or down a whole. There's so many people from the gas station, the nosy neighbors, who are all down the fucking rabbit hole of the drama twins that they miss what's going on over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if they have less than fucking 1,000 followers, they're deemed proof on or has dirt on. Like, that's fucking crazy. And then claims will come in on your real account. I'll tell you what you did. Bitch, you can't even tell what you did, you lying ass fucking hobo. You lying. I don't even care if you really do live in a van. You could have a fucking mansion that you live in. Okay? I'm still calling you a fucking hobo. For real. Fucking wild. Fucking wild. Links that you go to, you don't know who is where and what, and like, you don't know. Family, okay? They get to a certain age, they go, whether they go to college or they move right after high school, college, or whatever, the different areas of the world. Bitch, you don't know who you living right next to. I said hobo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who the fuck, I don't know who the fuck my neighbors are. I don't know where their families live. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers on this app really gonna fuck around and find out one day. I keep saying somebody's gonna get hurt. That's all that motherfuckers are pushing for. And for what, bro? You got enough problems. I don't understand how, for one, we know you can't keep up with the lies, which is why they keep fucking switching up all the damn time. But you got so much beef, so much issues with so many women. Let me say that, women on this app, that you shouldn't even be trying to invite no more fucking issues with women on. Like, no. I wouldn't. That'd be the last thing I'm worried about. You need to figure out what's going on in your backyard before you try to come playing in the front yard. And then be mad as hell when these pages are fucking posting legit truth. Like, here's the difference. Florida Man will post some shit and no, like, even with petty shit. I'm not trying to be funny, but even with petty shit, fucking workers went in the box and was like, I'm telling you, I've worked in this field for years. Like, you would not get the information you're claiming you got. You just would not get it. Right? Well, they want to argue with the people who've worked in that field. Fine, whatever. But then you're not giving nothing for people to go and look for themselves. Why is that? Why is that? You know? Yeah, I don't know who that 13 person is, but I had one run-in with her when I asked her that question about Retina. Why was she worried about Retina, where she's currently living, and all her, criminal stuff? Why was she worried about it? And everybody that was in that live scene, so. That's the one thing I appreciate about you, just passing through, is when you post something, there's another page though. It's you and another page that be fucking posting shit. I can't think of the other page. So if the other page is in here and you want people to know what page to look at, if you could comment and say it's me, because I don't know what the page name is. But the one thing I appreciate. Not only do they post the proof, but they post it all, like it's all. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doubting it and you're thinking that this is made up, fake news, whatever, like, they're providing you enough shit to look on your own. And I appreciate that, especially with all the people and things that we've seen on this app where they fake shit. Because if anybody knows, Half Pint, her ass had a whole fucking tutorial session on her live on how to fake messages and stuff like that. So I be hesitant on believing screenshots sometimes. And then the screenshot came up. I don't know if y'all know Wolfie, but that lady was speaking last night. Real shit. I don't care what side she's from. I don't care who she hangs out with. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But I'm getting a lot of requests to get in the box. Now when I press accept, it says that you're not active users. So I don't know what's going on there. But she was talking last night. She was having a conversation about Bougie using the N-word, and Bougie twisted it fucking completely. Bro, when Leather did that phone dump, okay, and that specific part that she showed and that she pointed out, Bougie, it does not help you to say in a private message was, it was exploited or whatever. Like, it doesn't help your case there, for one. For two, you definitely 100% were talking about fucking Unknown. Unknown is not reaching. She is not fucking reaching. You 100% said that. Then you tried to turn around and say that you were trying to turn a quote from Whitney Houston's fucking interview. Well, Whitney Houston ain't never said the N-word, girl. Okay? So you couldn't, like, that didn't work in your favor. Now then you were telling the Wolfie lady last night that, you take care of your grandkids and stuff like that, and her dad, your son-in-law. Now, your son-in-law comes and sees the kids and, is welcome to your house. That's good and great. I'm happy for that. But do you forget that you told the entire fucking interwebs and your daughter was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put that shit out there. You put that out there. To believe that all of a sudden he's having conversations with you and telling you his feelings on the N-word, and y'all, he comes over every time. Like, do you expect people to believe that after, when you went on your little trip to go get your daughter, you were talking about blowing a man's house up and shit like that? Do you think people are really going to believe that he's welcoming your home and y'all have conversations and he educated you on some shit?
I already know your order and a number 7. I got you. I hope y'all have a great morning. I'll be in the comments.
All right, love you.
I love you too.
Drop me off. Got me some bacon.
What's up? What? TT? What's the what? Okay, so I just got the 15, y'all. The 15 iPhone, and Wi-Fi, it shows me and it says, "Do I want to share?" So I just got to press that instead of putting in the password. That's dope.
Yes,
All right.
I picked out a comfy outfit.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to
I
go
thought you were
lazy.
gonna clean up here.
I am. I'm sitting down. I'm a fat bitch. Okay, you know your TT. All right, go downstairs, you guys, because I'm talking about grown up things. Girl. Love you. Sorry, y'all. said, what I do now. TT, nothing. Your ass be TT everywhere too.
The man's trying to pull my hair.
Don't be pulling her hair. Girl, yeah. She said, I thought you were coming upstairs. Yeah. Could not cleaning, girl. I'm sitting in my chair. I'm about to get up and start folding the clothes though. But anyways, yeah, I forgot what I was talking about now. My bad. Simple. The one thing that I want to tell you though is listen, for me, it's for me, I don't give a fuck where you are. You with a different side. You know what I'm saying? And you were in our space and their space. I know you enough to know that if you're seen somewhere or a comment looks off, all I got to do is be like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody knows you like that. Just like people in the chat. Like sometimes I'll look at a person coming in commenting and I'll be up and be like, nah, they're good. They're good. Their ass just be everywhere saying shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to start doing that for each other. Like, bitch, you wouldn't see me if you weren't here, dumbass. But people be trying to flip and twist and make it seem like something that it's completely not. You know, I just feel like and I keep saying this every live I have, we have been live enough, been in spaces together and apart enough to know and then be over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like if you see something, say something, but in the accused or questioned on something and you know how that person is, like we live creators or us live streamers, like we be paying attention to the comments as well as much as we can. And when you're spamming our chats, we see it. I've seen Pastor Petty stop dead mid-sentence and read a comment. I've seen Queen of All Trades do it. I've seen Queenie do it. I've seen me do it. I've seen Retina do it. I've seen motherfuckers that go in the boxes do it. Motherfuckers that go, if I'm vouching for people because I'm to that point, but I feel like there's certain, and I just feel like we as people should just do a little bit more of that. As and the comment comes, well, that could be said for both sides. Because I'm not gonna lie, Nikki, if you're listening from the outside, or if you're in here on a troll, or in here by on your own accord, which I don't think, because I got you blocked. But if you are listening, like, bro, no, you can't say that. And I'm really stuck on that comment because that's bullshit.
What did she say?
Girl, she said that because Queen of All Trades was talking about she was talking about your comment, and she was just talking in general, like, stop bringing me up in things, which is true. She ain't been around like that, especially since the baby. She's
Right.
100% correct. She has not been around like that. So for her to be brought up in any form or fashion, like, don't do that. You know, she's okay. Well then, who was it in the comment? Monster had said, said for, we're not responsible for what Petty does. You guys got an issue with Petty, yet you guys come at us. Well, then she responds to Monster and says, well, we can say the same thing about this side. No, we're not blaming you for what Florida Man does or says. That not at all am I blaming any of them fucking women who sit in the boxes with him for anything he says and does. What I am looking at you bitches crazy for is for the engagement in the conversation, for the engagement in the fucking comments that you say with him and co-signing him. What I do fucking hold you bitches accountable for and see why I blocked a lot of them is because you don't speak up. You don't speak up. Instead, you add on to the conversation. Instead, you laugh and say, oh shit, whose mama is that? Oh shit, whose job is that? Oh shit, if I looked like that, bitch, we all are some yellow belly heifers. All right? We all are some fucking flawed humans. We all are either too big, too small, our face is too oily or too dry. We all have pimples or dry or fucking wrinkles. Like, we all have shit that we look in the mirror and wish we didn't have. Okay? People do things like they get boob adjustments, or they get filler, or they get Botox or whatever, because it makes them feel good about themselves. So to sit here and engage in those type of fucking, can't nobody say that a motherfucker's body shamed on my fucking platform without me saying, hold on now, hold on, let's not go there, because bitch, I'm not the greatest looking bitch either. I ain't no Victoria's Secret model now. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because I like the person that they're talking about. It's the fact that at the end of the day, we all have insecurities and flaws. Every single fucking one of us. Even the ones with the perfect marriages and the perfect home life and the perfect fitting jeans, we all have fucking insecurities. The enabler lady, we go up into Petty's live and say, hey, bro, you didn't have to say it like that. Or can we not do that? Or can we not do this? I mean, even Petty, like, real shit, not trying to be funny, but, like, they can't even say Petty's went to the fucking lengths and extremes that he's went to, or that Florida man has went to. And when Petty is green screening something, bitch, he's talking in code, we all lost. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, oh, that makes it better, but I have not seen nobody's mamas, nobody's jobs, none of that shit behind Petty's fucking screen when he's live. Like, I haven't. I've been in his live more the past 9 months than I have in the past 3 years of me being on this app. But I feel like I've been in his live more because we've all of our platforms have been in the thick of it since the past December, and I still haven't seen him go to no lengths like that. So again, even there, you can't compare it. You can't compare it. You know what I'm saying? Like, green screens of the man fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And you all talk about how nasty it is and how all this and he's just so nasty and blah blah blah. Yet you talk about this man's fucking humping positions more than you fucking, like, I was gonna say more than you probably brush your teeth, but I don't know if I'm gonna say really brush your teeth or not. You know, we all say fucked up things. We all say, you know, like, damn, that was insensitive. 100%, all of us. But the lengths and the fucking lows that they're going, nah, fuck that shit. So the one that's Retina 7.0, that's her real account. The 0.70 is not her account. This account, I don't know who's behind it, but they're going into places and spaces, pretending to be Retina, acting as if she is in there engaging with them, and that's fucked up. You gotta come on now. Really? Petty has green screened addresses and kids' names. Yeah, where's the proof? You don't gotta. You could unmute them. Just don't come in here doxing nobody or nothing like that. But do you have proof of that? I know you muted him quick. You're good, Cheryl. Honestly, we don't care if a troll comes in here at all. That's what. But this is the thing. Two things when it comes to Petty, because Petty been on this motherfucker for some years. If you're gonna come telling me about Petty from like slot shit from around that time, so like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I don't give a fuck about it. I don't give a fuck about it. I truly don't. I really don't, because I know that whole situation enough to see that on all sides were going ham on each other. Still not to this level, but all sides were going ham at each other. Because I will stand on Petty had reason to do what he was doing, Sly had reason to do what she was doing. Everybody at that moment, in that moment, had reason for whatever the fuck they were doing. And again, it still was not as low as what the fuck is happening now. Strangers, like, hear me when I say this. I get trolls. Okay, I understand TikTok trolls. I understand Reddit trolls. There was a woman, her job, her information, all the things out here, like blasted by Florida Man. Now, mind you, when shit like that happens, at least one person will speak up and write and reach out to somebody freaking out that they were doxxed. Nobody has. Everyone is like, bro, that is not me. I haven't. And the ones that he accused it of being are like, accused it of bitch. He is so off. It's ridiculous. But then we ain't trolls. We have the proof. Petty doc so many people. Okay, where's the proof? Where's the proof? No, I'm not saying I'm not delusional, honey. I mean, on some things I can be, but not on that.
Where's the van?
To just go get a screenshot and prove it how horrible he is, because I know he's been pretty good. Like, he's been pretty kind to people.
Yeah, we say names and provide. Wolfie. There is proof we can get for you, but really doesn't advance anything towards peace. Everyone messes up. Girl, listen, you know what I was trolled about a lot for a long time? This is why I don't ask who people are and shit like that, because one time I put a face to a troll in a private Discord. I took all the handle off and everything. Like, you would never know who this person was. Even when I showed the fucking the video on here recently, nobody knew who the fuck she was. There was no information, nothing. But I know that I was wrong. That's why I'm more like, no, if you're a troll, stay a troll. Stay a troll, because I felt guilty as fuck. But one thing I do want to say, Wolfie, I got a clip of you in talking yesterday. Hold on, Kendra, my bad. Talking yesterday with the Bouge LaRouge. And I don't know if you know, and this is just not this is factual, not just my opinion. But girl, she was bullshitting you. But the way you spoke, I really like, kudos to you, girl. Go ahead.
First of all, this is my cat. Second of all, I just want to say, I mean, for me personally, everybody has a past. I haven't seen Petty do anything while I've sat with Petty. As far as putting anything up, and that's all that matters to me, is because of, even if they have in the past, like 3-4 years, whatever. I don't see why that matters, because obviously we've all seen the changed behavior and seen how he doesn't accept doxing and doesn't support doxing. So even if we do see the proof from 3 to 4 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, why does it matter if the changed behavior has been presented and we've all seen it while we've been here? Does that
Well,
make sense?
that's a good thing too, cause like with Monster, I didn't meet Monster back then in her
That's my point,
struggle.
yeah.
I met her recently. Like, I met her where she's at today, and I strongly feel blessed for having a person and a friend like that. Um, as far as Petty, like, I have been around since HP days, since HP. Okay, so I know a little bit, like, I know enough, and
There's
I'm telling you, like,
there's this one time that I remember. There's this one
I
time.
put out Panda's name.
There's
I done
there's
that
just
because
one
she
time
was over here lying on me. So like I've done
that
some messed up shit too. But who
that
else?
lady you was speaking about, like they something whatever you was talking about her when she said something and you said you wanted her to come. I'm not saying her name, but that lady with the same friends group had took some money and they wanted to show proof and they sent a receipt, and by accident when they sent the receipt, her address was on it. That's the only time that I know, and I
Well,
took it off the screen immediately.
I know that when you and Sly and all that shit was going down, I know that you guys were talking shit to each other, and you know what I'm saying? You guys were going back and forth, but I've never seen you go to the level and lengths that's happening right now to people. Like I haven't. I have not ever seen it. I know shit was said. I know some bogus shit was said on all sides, from all sides. You know what I'm saying? I know that, but like
Virgo
the
wasn't at Virgo wasn't an address. Virgo was just a name, and I don't consider that doxing. They sent it to me once again. Stuff that was sent to me.
I mean, even now, Wolfie, even now, I've talked shit. But baby, I'm not. No, no. You still cannot say both sides are guilty of what's going on to this day, present day, at all. Not saying that you said it, but even last night, and Bougie told you last night that her family was doxxed and her daughter's Facebook was doxxed and all that full name and everything. I still have the green or the screenshot that me, Holly Mae, that I green screened. That was me who green screened that post from 2016 after she was talking about Retina's 2016 shit. Now, what you call it? In that post, her daughter's name is not fully shown at all. It was more so what was said in the comment or the post that she wrote. Her husband, I've never spoke on him, never doxed his
Okay, stay up
name,
here.
never did none of that. Um, and as far as I know, nobody's ever really done that except for when her and Petty were going back and forth, and she was talking about her husband and all the things, and then wrote Petty I want to say a cease and desist or something. Um, but you know, they claim that we go after people for where they sit, or we go after people for who they're cool with or where they're at. Yet all of us, even Smashley and Unknown, all of us were came for because we were cool with Petty. Now, regardless if motherfuckers done went over there and became cool or whatever, at one point, we all were being came for from Bougie, filling Shannon and Leather and Moonbeams and all their heads that we were, and Mallory and all these people's heads that we were piece of shit people doing all these things to her, all for the simple fact we go into Petty's live. Still to this day, even in this live, look at the comments, bringing it back to Petty. Even when we're speaking on, bro, Retina's mom was doxxed, her job was doxxed, her mom's job was doxxed. Fucking just passing through is being dug into, and you know, putting fucking identities on her
And
that
they're
is not her.
threatening her, saying, "Oh well, that voice is very distinctive. Won't you hear?" Like, girl, we don't care.
People on fucking Reddit who have been anonymous for years or whatever the case may be are being came for. Like there was a comment that or a post that was made on the Nerd Sub that Florida Man was pissed off about and said that he was going to look into that person. He was going to find out who that person was, to where now he's blaming the wrong people on being Reddit accounts so that way people out themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like putting scare tactics and shit like that. For what?
Myrna,
Because
don't forget them. They don't forget Duffy and Myrna. They
that's what I'm
literally mind
saying.
their business and not even in my live every day, minding their business.
And the only reason why that Florida Man is going after them two, they've said it. Florida Man has said it. Bougie has said it. They've said it on a neighbor's live, or I like the turtles live, or whatever, that they're doing that because Petty calls them, what do you call them? The grandmas, or your mamas, or southern mamas, or some shit.
Oh yeah, Southern Mamas, the Southern Mamas.
Yeah. So it's okay for them to go after everybody and anybody who's in the presence of Petty, but yet we can't say y'all bitches are bogus as hell for allowing this man to do the things that he's doing to women. It's crazy. Peace literally made an account recently with her TikTok name, and they still are blaming her for other pages over there. Florida man has accused Tradition of being 3 different people now. That's fucked up. I get TikTok banter back and forth. I understand that. Like, it is what it is.
It's funny to me how the women who sit with him want to say that we're in a cult because we blindly believe everything Petty shows. I'm sorry, Petty doesn't show anything that isn't true, and if he does mistake anything, we go up there and we call him out on it and we fix it before it can get ran with, even though people run with it anyways. But the people that sit with Florida Man have bold-faced seen him lie about things, like on a daily basis, just lie to lie. He's admitted that he lies to lie, and they still act like to lie.
Right. And last night, I don't know when it was, but I have a clip of where Bougie was telling you that wasn't said in that phone thread, that it was a lie and all the things. Wolfie, I promise you, if Leather ever shows that shit again, or if somebody who has the fucking phone dump, I mean, I think I even got it, to be honest with you. I just never went back and played it because all that shit in there ain't none of my business. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I promise you, she was talking about Unknown. Unknown is not running around with some fucking dry bones. She was talking about her and then tried to double down on it and say that Whitney Houston, she was putting a quote from Whitney Houston's interview. Whitney Houston ain't never said that shit. Ever. And then Florida Man tried to double down on it for Bougie and claim that Leather showed 2 different things, but because the screen was side by side, it made it look that way. No, that's a lie. That's a whole ass lie. You know what I'm saying? And then she said it again twice in a fucking live, talking about it was out of transparency. No, no, because you would have just said N. You wouldn't have said the whole word. Then she fucked around and told you that there's no way she can be racist because who she's raising, and the dad, which is her son-in-law, comes over, and she's had conversations with him.
Tokenizing every person around her.
Even above tokenizing, because I feel like people are now using the word tokenizing so much that it's losing its fucking value, just like racism has, but well, on this app, not in real life, because baby, no. But she was telling you how her son-in-law comes over to the house and sees the kids and all the things. But if you go down the rabbit hole just from 3 months ago, 4 months ago, maybe not even, the lady was literally live in wherever area she was picking her daughter up from, talking about burning the kid's house on fire. How, you know what I'm saying? He's not shit and all the things, which rightfully so, especially if she's getting her daughter out of a situation. You damn right. But my point is now you guys are good and he's educating you and he's giving his thoughts to you on you using that word. Make that make sense. See, the thing, when you lie, you got to keep up with them lies. And when you don't, a motherfucker like that is watching from the outside, or a motherfucker who really don't like you, is going to pay attention to the shit that you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. I'm not trying to be funny, but I listen, I know about racism. I have my entire fucking life. I'm too white for my Mexican family, and I'm too Mexican for my white family. I'm the fucking black sheep of the family. It is what it is. Fucking black. I know what to say, what not to say. I know how to act, what not to act in real life. But when I tell you, I used to listen to, like, I used to sing to every song that was on the radio that I knew. Like, I used to talk a certain way, everything. I educated myself way more when I came to fucking TikTok because there's a thing on here where they do debates. And if you want to know anything, go into them lives. You will hear from other sides, other perspectives on using certain words or using, doing certain things. You'll learn on your own silently. Do it silently. Yeah, Jess has one that when I went in there, I was like, damn, because I was saying I can't remember what I was saying, but I was saying something. Girl, I don't remember, but Jess came in my comments and then came in my box and said, you need to go watch this live. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very educational debate. And when I went in there, I learned, like, I was like, oh shit, which is now why to this day, when I'm singing in the car, having my karaoke session, I don't say certain things. And it ain't just with one culture. Yesterday, Bougie was in Megan's box, and here's the thing. She did, from what I heard, from what I saw with my own two blue eyes, I did not hear Bougie straight out say that somebody said the N-word, but she was pushing hard for that fucking narrative. Okay? And I guess the end result was whoever was talking said that there was tornado watches, but she said it in a different way. That's the same thing she did to Unknown.
Did they say Nader watches? Nader?
Yes.
Are
Yes.
you shitting me?
Yes.
Nader, but it
So,
did sound kind of different.
right. Which was why I wasn't gonna say it, because they ain't gonna fucking take that little clip and run with that. Because listen,
It's not. What are you gonna run with? When you're in the South, you realize that's what people say. It right?
well,
They say naders, tornadoes. Like we're from the South. We have
well,
a Southern drawl. We make up words.
well, listen, girl, I make up words daily. I even make up names. But Bougie yesterday said she's from the South and she ain't never heard that, but she lives somewhere else. Like it's wild. But the reach. Here's the reason why I brought that up though, is because when Unknown was in my live, okay, and that situation with the credit card or the whatever happened, when that was said, Bougie ran a fucking muck with that shit. And then start talking shit about us, how we missed it purposely and we allowed it and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I get the clip and I break it down in slow motion, like in as slow as it can go, right? And I had my husband listen to it and everything. Well, then I jumped in a box and I had spoke on it and said, we heard what, we heard what we heard. Like, it is what it is. It wasn't until I think Petty's live or Queen's live, one of their lives where they broke it down and then they like, you give it a couple days because it went on for a couple days. Well, then you finally got, it was the caption. I think the captions were put on it or some shit, and it showed what it said. Okay, fine. They tried to fucking make it seem like it was something that it wasn't, meaning try to post that clip as if Unknown didn't know about it and try to make it seem like I was just out here and saying that, and then booted that. Bitch, what? You jumped in every single box talking shit, made memes, had the mittens lady making memes. But now all of a sudden, all that is erased from history. It's wild. She was trying to do the shit last night to somebody. Why? Because she don't like them? Fuck out of here, bitch. If I don't like you, it's because something you did. I ain't got to make up shit. But I'm just saying, Wolfie, you definitely have a way with conversating, a very good way of conversating. But that lady was bullshitting the fuck out of you last night.
Listen, Isaac, you're gonna have to anybody up here who wants to say something like meaningful and
Yeah, just shut
is
me
just
up.
waiting, you're just gonna have to interrupt h0llymae. May is all I'm saying.
Yeah, you have to. You have
Nah,
to.
nah, it's all good. And good morning, everybody. Just wanted to say that, y'all are right. One thing that's been bugging me is like so many people, they want to belong. So like it's on this again, middle school, junior high, high school, mean girl gang shit. Like I don't understand it. Everybody says, "Hey, I'm an adult here. I'm going to do what I want." Stand on your own shit. Stand like if you did something, say you did it. I did this. And if you want to change from it, change from it. If you don't, just be indignant about it and just say, I don't care. Just be flippant about it. I don't care. And yes, I did it. That's more respectful than the deflection. Okay, well, I did this, but here's the thing. Or I did this, but this person did this to me. Or this person got to do it. Or how come you didn't tell this person anything? I can't walk into any of your houses and tell you how to live your life. You're not going to allow me to do it. So why would you expect that from anybody else? It's not about me being up here defending anybody. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. If there's something that I said or did, I think about that shit at night because it bothers me because I don't like being mean to people. I don't like upsetting people. I'm not like just this pacifist that, wants this utopian society, but I want things to be peaceful, as peaceful as possible. Like, come on, if somebody is seen in a chat, oh yeah, um, well, yeah, you can't deal with this person and this person sitting with this person. Y'all and us are fucking adults. Stop doing the childish shit, talking about, oh, well, daddy, you let Jan go to the movies last night and you won't let me go, and that's not fair. So I'm going to throw a tantrum and I'm going to go real life and try and destroy somebody's entire life when y'all are not perfect either. It's not about no side. I haven't chosen a side. My side is my side. The people that are close to me in my life, those are the people that matter to me. But it's not about no gang shit. There's no checking in with anybody for me to do anything. And I know motherfuckers are going to run with, oh yeah, he was up there in a box with Patty and he was with h0llymae and all types of shit like that. When people end up in other lives and they go there and they say, "Oh, I'm just here to watch." Hey, I'm just here to watch. Like, what's the problem? I just don't get it.
Sometimes the conversation that's happening in the boxes, you want to jump up and give your perspective or your thoughts and opinions. And sometimes it's not a live that you're usually in, or it's a live that, you know what I'm saying, people don't get along.
Right.
And people fixate on that and they're like, well, they're in the box with this person or that person. I don't give a fuck who's in a box with what. It's the conversation that's being had. It's the words that are being said that matter to me. And I feel like it matters to a lot of people. And if people decide to block you because you're engaging in things that, you know what I'm saying, that don't sit right with them, they have a right to fucking block you and move on. Like, it doesn't have to be a fucking explanation every time. Like, if you don't want somebody on your platform, you should be able to fucking block them. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. If you don't feel comfortable with somebody, you should block them so you don't see them on your FYP. Like, it's just that simple. It's just that simple.
Right. And, one thing, like, just hate watching somebody for hours. If I don't fuck with you, I don't. And I block it so that you don't show up on my FYP and I move on. But I'm not going to hate watch you for hours. Like, there's too many shows on TV, man. You got Hulu, Netflix, Max, BritBox, whatever else they got.
Well, not only
Like,
that, but when you sit for hours and you hate watch, you're so fixated on finding the flaw that you miss the whole message. So when you run around and spin a narrative, it's easy to debunk.
and the thing is, you're talking about mental health. A lot of people talk about mental health and physical health and everything like that. What do you think that hate watching for hours is going to do to your mental health?
Right, it's gonna piss you off.
You just pissed off all day and you're fixated on a few people that you deem insignificant. You don't care about these significant people. You hate these people, but you watch them all day long, every single day for months. You don't even attend to your own loved ones for the same amount of time that you invest in the people that you hate.
And I'm sorry, but when Florida Man made that fucking statement, I don't remember who he was talking about, but he was talking about somebody and said, "I'm going to fuck your mental life or your mental up. Like I'm gonna fuck with you until your mental health is fucked up." I was like, "Damn,
And
that's wild."
About the woman that's baby passed away from SIDS, what he told her.
Yeah,
And that's not right. That's not right. One thing, and I'll step down not to interrupt, but even with Florida Man, I was upset with the whole thing that happened in the live with the pictures, because whether I agree with that man or not, to try and humiliate somebody in that way, is in such a public manner, knowing what he did before or not was not the right thing to do. And I'm not trying to bring anything back to that live, nor the host or anything like that, nor the people involved, because that's done and over with. But I was upset about that situation. I have a right to be upset about that because he is a human being. I don't agree with, the whole Sid's comment and everything like that. And I wish things like that wouldn't be said. But, I say shit too. I'm not perfect.
last night I don't know who is hearing impaired, but last night that was the whole conversation. They were clowning somebody about being hearing impaired. Like that shit's not okay. God works in mysterious ways, and you get what you put out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you weren't born deaf doesn't mean that something can't happen and you become deaf. But go
That's
on, keep making fun of people.
And you have to realize when you make fun of one person for an exact thing that you're also throwing digs at other people with the same disability. Per se Nelson with her hearing aids. So you talking that kind of shit, you're also talking that shit to Nelson.
Yeah. Yep.
I just came to interrupt because I seen you were live and I was on break for a few minutes.
What's up, girl?
F-U-R-titty. F-U-R-titty.
Listen, worry about your lines and not me, okay? Thank you for putting that on your green screen. Since there's enough people in here, I'll make an announcement. There are lives. Yes, Riley, it was a big deal last year. There are lives I don't go into. So if you see an account that's mine in a chat where I wouldn't be, that's not me. I don't go mingle where people don't like me. I don't go mingle at the places of people I can't stand. So this last night and a few nights ago, I was told I wasn't alive, and I was like, the fuck I was. So please try and report this. I reported it for it being me, and it came back no violation, which is crazy to me. So if y'all could report that, I would appreciate it, or not feed into it, because some people, I can understand why they have so many restraining orders at this point.
Yeah. That's the thing too. You try not to judge people off of people that don't like them, but baby, when they be having them fucking like doing exactly what the person that don't like them is saying they do, you're like, what the fuck?
So this is really funny. I just clicked on Regina's box when she was talking and realized I blocked this one. So I followed you again. I didn't realize that when I typed it in, it was so close to your name that it's that 0.70, right? So
Yes.
when I blocked it earlier, it was you. So can you follow me back? I'm sorry.
Damn, you did this not too long ago, okay?
Sorry.
Yes,
Now I gotta go find that one and make sure I type
the
it in correctly.
account that is 70.7D is not me. I am 7.0. This is my 7th account, 7.0.
Damn. See? Okay, well,
Y'all be lucky that you aren't at 7.0, okay?
so my bad, girl, my bad. I'm gonna go block the right one now.
Thank you.
Bro, listen, I'm not trying to lie, but doing shit like this, like what they're doing to you, I mean, some people can brush it off like it's just TikTok. They're just faking a profile or whatever. But even that fucking voice or that video that he made of fucking Mallory with the AI shit, like that's fucking life ruining shit.
Very clear that he could have any of our voices on that because of just
Let
it took just a few minutes, just a
can
few
I can
minutes
I
of
say
him to
that?
have a clip. Yeah.
They did one on me, and a family member reached out to me and said, "Why are you talking like this? Saying the H word and the C word with they have a European descendant person in the box with my voice saying all type of inappropriate racist stuff."
I told y'all he was only gonna do worse things with it. I told y'all. I tried to warn y'all the day that, like, I'm not talking about like any of y'all, but like everybody. This is dangerous. Like the day that he went live and tried to trick all y'all and say that Mallory was up in a box and he was using AI, I sent the video that he sent me in January to. I see. I see.
Yeah, what he made
But
Mallory
it's
say.
dangerous.
I got 2 minutes. All I want to say is if you've seen that, you've seen the Mallory one, if you see the Petty one, understand the longer you sit with him and hype him up, the worse he's going to become. And at the end of the day, that does also, Isaac can say it doesn't fall on your shoulders, but in my opinion, it absolutely does.
Well, yeah, and that
Dude, they
fallout.
made real quick. They made Rivka's not on the app anymore. I'm bringing it up solely because I care about it. They made Rivka say the N word.
Mm-hmm.
Literally had her breaking down, crying because it sounded so real, and we had to slow down clips to get the real one to make sure she didn't say it. And she said, "Man."
And just to clarify, all the people sitting with him at the moment, I did absolutely nothing to him. I never said anything sideways to him at all, and see how he's doing me. So if you think you are exempt because you're hyping him up and giving him a space, you are sadly mistaken. Have a good day, everybody.
Well, I'm not trying to be funny, but Bougie is being welcomed in a lot of different places and spaces at the moment for whatever reason. So you remember when Florida Man came into my box and was telling me that she's not this crazy, like she's not as bad as everybody said, and I'm like, bro, she's playing you. I don't know how you're not seeing that. I thought you were smarter than that. All the things. Yeah, I don't foresee them being boxed up for too much longer, especially if you start asking Bougie, like, you are okay with this, that, and the third happening. Again, I'm going to go back to the Mallory video. That shit is life. like altering. That will change her fucking world, her real world in real life for the worst way, in the worst ways, in the worst of fucking ways. What he did with that AI shit in her voice, if she can't prove that that's not her, I'm telling you, she's in for a world of fucking trouble. And I'm not talking about no getting kicked off of fucking TikTok. I mean in her real fucking world. Like that will fucking taint her in real life so bad. When I heard it, I was like, I thought it was her at first. Until Kendra was like, no, bitch, that's AI.
Made sure to like I knew I kept that and I kept it for a reason. And I had forgot about it until all this had came up and I was talking to Rivka and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, cause I remember when we were like trolling Mallory and he posted this and told me to go save it real quick before he deleted it, because if he left it up and people got wind of it, he would get his ass chewed, which he would. And then I sent it to Rivka and I was like, that's crazy. And then literally the next day he pulled that crap with trying to trick everybody that she was in a box. So I sent it to all the people like that I thought would need it, just in case he tried to like do the same thing to them, saying that he's been able to do this with at least Mallory since January. So
Yeah, it ain't no Mallory said fuck you or she said the N-word. It was a whole ass
it was bad. It's I mean, I'm pretty sure Petty played it on his, I think. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure he played it once. But to even think of making someone say something like that is sick. I would never. So
yeah, yeah. That was not something that life altering all off of an AI thing. I was like, that shit, that motherfucker is dangerous for real. Let me not get it confused either. I'm not saying he's dangerous in real life. That motherfucker is computerly dangerous. Because I can guarantee the way that he runs around this app in real life, yeah, it ain't that. It ain't that. It is not that. And I don't know, like I said, like you never know who your fucking neighbors are. Cause baby, listen, I'm a female. I know I'm a female. I don't pretend to be no dude. I don't pretend to be no too tough Tony, even though my husband will tell you I'm too tough Tony. I'm a female. But baby, I got a motherfucking army in real life. Real life. My family goes from here to all 50 fucking states. Okay? Like, this ain't even a threat, but if a motherfucker really feels like they really want to touch on me, like it ain't, it's, I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. I'm never ever never dodging nobody who wants to come real life and handle whatever issue they have with me at all. But I'm gonna also make it very known that I don't jack, meaning like when we're into it or whatever, like I can't sit there and scream back and forth because I get to tongue twisting and because I can stuttering and all that. I'm a fighter. Like I will fight. Like that's just me. And you know what I'm saying? It's not a brag.
wait. Did somebody mute that comment about proof? Because I have video in my camera roll if y'all want it.
Yeah, don't mute the
If
people
y'all
that
really
are
want to act like I'm just out here lying, because I haven't. And I have posted proof of everything I've ever said on this here tiki tacky. So if you want it, no, I'm not looking at an animal. I'm folding clothes, Isaac.
Good
Kendra.
morning and good afternoon,
But I'm
everybody.
just saying, I have the proof. If y'all want it that bad, hit me up.
Kendra, the proof, if you're going to show or give proof, don't give that video. Give the proof that it's fake. You know what I'm saying?
So am I going to give the proof that it's fake? That I mean, you have to hear it. It's obvious. It's been played before. I'm sure it's on YouTube if y'all want to go find it.
So I just came to tell you because you were like, I don't know who 13 is, right?
Oh, I really don't. Other than the
Okay,
group that was trying to like dig up on fucking Ratina and didn't even
so
know.
listen. So listen, I didn't know that person either. I had heard about him, been in a couple lives where they were talked about or whatever, right? Why this woman made a Death Date song about me and Dora. And for Bernie now, and Bernie played it a couple times in her live for
The
her.
13 lady?
Yes. And I don't even know the woman.
Oh shit.
Talking about pushing us over a cliff and all types of shit.
That is crazy.
Don't
Crazy.
even know her. Don't even know her. Yeah, the stuff that they
I just want to add in real quick. In many of the phone dumps that FM done, I heard and was told by many people that he also let that video out. So I'm sure it's out there. You guys can go find it.
Yeah, we're
But
not
to act
playing.
like it didn't happen is actually wild.
We are not playing it on in this live at all. I will never play that live or that AI thing on my platform. I'm telling you, it's not nothing like it's life altering, and I'm not no. I cannot stand Mallory. Okay, but do I think that she deserves to be put away for some shit she didn't even do?
when
Fuck
it was
no.
said though, you could tell that it was for me. I could tell immediately it was AI.
Like I couldn't. I
Oh,
didn't
you
even
can
know
tell,
people
but
could do
still.
that shit. I literally was like, Kendra, is that her? Did she fucking say that? Girl, I was tripping. I didn't even know people. I didn't know. Like I don't know the extent of AI and what AI can do. But oh my god,
Yeah, see, okay, and you saying that, I mean, they had been making videos about my husband for weeks now. So, I'm not surprised. Like surprised. I was saying other people are hearing impaired as well. So he's not only talking about like us, he's talking about people that sit with him.
so 13 sits with Florida man.
No, I'm
Well, I
talking
don't think
about
so because they
Nelson.
had like a whole falling out before the whole Skittles thing with Florida
They had a
Man. So.
restraining order. She had a restraining order against him. He's saying that it's not active or something. I saw in the comments they said, but no, Nelson sits with him.
Honestly, and I'm just gonna say this, and this is only because I know a lot of it, a lot. I don't know all of it, but I know a lot of the history. Nelson ain't sitting with Florida man. Nelson is hate bonding.
Either way, the fact that you're over there trying to hate bond,
Right. And I'm
I
not
mean,
saying well that she's innocent or whatever, but I'm saying like she's hate bonding. She is sitting over there for a purpose, not like
a lot of them are though.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
A
A lot
lot
of
of
them
them,
are hate
Holly,
bonding.
because for real, like what problems? Like I don't think half of the people that were involved had a direct issue with a lot of us.
Yeah,
A lot of us.
I'm not gonna
Like
lie. And Nelson, if you're listening, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of shocked to see Smashley's live. Okay, fine, I can understand whatever you're hate bonding over there. You know, it is what it is. But like with Florida Man and shit like that, I'm surprised. I'm only surprised because like, how many groups have you went to hate bond with motherfuckers, and it always ends up turning on you getting into it or you going back and forth or you whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have been like, bro, me and Routine like that shit is old. I don't want to kick up old wounds, especially if you claim that you were so hurt throughout that. I wouldn't want to kick it back up. But I mean, some people just do what they do because they're bored or whatever the case may be. But the one thing that I laugh about is the Nelson sitting over like in with Bougie and Florida Man when she's specifically over there. I laugh because I know for a fucking fact there's a person over there that wants to talk so much, but she knows that if Nelson catches her ass talking, she gonna be outed. So be out.
I
Go ahead.
mean, a lot of them just trying to find a place to accept, thinking that they're gonna protect me. Like he's not protecting shit.
No,
Like
what do you listen? I know that you and Unknown have your issues or whatever, but real shit, she's a perfect example. She didn't say anything wrong. She wasn't rude, malicious, bogus, vile, none of that. None of that. She just said, hey, this live we're holding right now is not about you, so I'm not going to let you in the box. You can come back later. And look at how he twisted and flipped on her. You know what I'm saying? She's the most powerful person.
I agree. I said that same thing in Petty's live that day when we were asking her to come over there. I totally agree.
And you know, her in unknown voice, because it ain't just Florida man. She's like, what the fuck with? She's like, what the heck? Like Enabler talking about her, and then they're going all the way down to who she's modding, and it's just it's crazy. They're like picking her apart, and I honestly don't feel like that's right. All because she didn't allow him a box in a situation he had nothing to do with. Go ahead, because girl, I just be talking. You gotta interrupt me.
I was just coming up to the other day with what Bernie said to you. Was so long. I spoke out in the comments. Luby is my friend. Space on your platform to come and have that conversation with you. But I'm sorry that happened to you. And it was no matter what back and forth was, she could have gone for anything.
I keep saying that. I appreciate you saying that because I keep saying that. Like you, I don't know. When you grow up in a place where you joke a lot, I know Holly understands. You know what I'm saying? Where you understand rib people, and that's literally what you call it. You can pick with everything, but why is it always color is the first thing a lot of them go for on me? You know what I mean? We're gonna do an educational. I need to speak to Queen about it, about our hair texture, because it seems like a lot of people are, I don't want to say ignorant to it, like just unknowledgeable.
Yeah, I think Lucy wouldn't mind being part of that if you still have a way of connecting with her. But anyway, that's all. I just wanted to, I spoke out in the comments. I was a mod for Bernie. I stepped down as soon as that happened. I just found it not appropriate, and that's it. I just wanted to come up here and say that.
I appreciate that. They're being like for the comment down in the chat. Like, stop with that. Go back and watch it. Dirty bitch. So, who would keep weaving for the time y'all have been seeing me the last since December?
And then I think heathen, historically, black women's hair has been used against them. And she didn't just say the weave, she also said, I can put knots in my hair to get it to Florida. She made multiple comments that were clearly racially motivated. And it's not the first time that she's done something like that. So, yeah, that's it. And
I appreciate you.
I don't know if you want to watch it. It's totally up to you. But if you watch the Diane Sawyer and Whitney Houston interview, never once did she make a quote about the N-word. But that's what Bougie ran with, is why she said that on live, and then she said that in that comment in the photo or in the phone dump. That's not true. Unknown is not running with dry bones. She 100% was talking about Bougie in that.
I'm friends with Unknown, right? I love Unknown. Like, I'm friends with her. We're cool. I'll go and actually watch that Diane Sawyer thing. My whole point is there's never an acceptable time. Even if you're repeating a quote, you don't use the words. You never use the word. It's just there's just never an acceptable time, and that's part of what I said last night too.
Oh yeah, I know. I got sent a clip of you in the box and her. And they talk and she's asking his perspective. She forgets that she came on this app and gave a whole completely different story on her son-in-law and who he is and how dangerous and all the things, which that's her issue. Her daughter being doxxed in the Facebook post, I'm the one that green screened the Facebook post, and her daughter's name was not showing. The post was shown, and the post was shown for a reason. It was because Bougie was going back to 2016 on Retina and Monster and them, and it was just showing like, bitch, hold on, because your 2016 wasn't as great as you're trying to claim either. Just like when her charges or her news articles are spoke on, it's not factual. But when they find something on anybody else, regardless who it is, if it's somebody they don't like, whether it's a news article or a Google thing from looking on Google, it's all factual. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, so it's not true for you, but it's true for everybody else. You hold it to a level, but when yours is brought up or brought out, you don't. Also, her charges and shit were shown on Slot's Live in the beginning. Just like her daughter situation was brought to the app by her in Slot's Live. That's how everybody met her. She was somebody who went into Slot's Live for help. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know much about Slot or any of that stuff except that she was convicted. So
Yeah, it was wild. But I'm
or
just
not convicted, charged of fraud. So
yeah.
yeah,
We'll
that's
be
all.
just
That's all I really know
her
about
life.
But wait a minute. Here's the thing though. Is because Bougie brought that shit to the app, but then claimed she was doxxed and all the things. No, you brought that to the app. Then her and Slot, when the whole the HH shit happened, meaning when HH's sister was followed to a restaurant or a gas station, pictures were taken and everything like that. I don't know how Slot got it. I don't know how she got it at all, but she had gotten the text messages proving that it was the Kristen lady and not Bougie herself. Bougie had text, like she was in the middle of a conversation with shit, but she's not the one that did it herself. So Slot came live with these h0llymae mods, and Bougie was cleared on she wasn't the physical person that did it. And Bougie ran around the entire fucking app in inboxes, in chats, and said that Slot exonerated her for all the fuck shit that she was blamed for, which partially is true. She cleared your name on you not being the physical person, but nowhere in that did she say that you weren't a part of the fuck shit. But let Bougie tell it, and Slot exonerated her, and Slot's word mattered at that point in time. Then Slot started getting called out by other people, her mods and all of them. When they split up, Brandy came live and was talking about money and the finance part of the person that Slot was. Bougie then jumped on bandwagon with them and started telling everybody that she was the one that took Slot down. Well, technically, it was for her mods to back up from her, and then people started to come out and speak on things. You know what I'm saying? That shit was a whole group effort, from people who don't like Slot to the people that used to like Slot, from the people that walked away from Slot. Everybody started speaking on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't matter what live you were in, Slot was the topic, and everybody was paying attention at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And from there, she went to the Missy Peterson shit and sat outside her house, didn't even know who Missy Peterson was, but claimed she was asked by the ex-husband or the baby daddy to go and serve her. Like, you inserted yourself into yet another live creator's situation. They put a green screen of fucking some dude and claimed it was the Heartland guy, even after people were saying that's not him. She doubled downs on the shit, but that's neither here nor there. My whole point is that girl be lying, bro.
She knows everything.
She knows everything, and she's not wrong. Whatever you tell her, she ain't wrong.
Right. And then if somebody does try to correct her, I can't even remember what they were talking about. I heard her say something, and then Foreman said something like, "You think you know everything?" Like it's wild to me.
Which is fine, but I was bringing it to you, Wolfie, because last night you kept calm. Like, you, in the clip I got, you were just conversating like a normal fucking human being. You were just conversating. You were like, you know what I'm saying? You were trying to give your perspective and other perspectives and all that. And she wasn't disrespecting you or anything, but she was dancing around a lot of the shit you were saying, trying to tell you what you wanted to hear. And I don't know how long you've been around, but hopefully you've been around long enough to know that she was bullshitting you, especially when she was talking about certain things, because those aren't the stories or ways that she would talk about shit even a month ago.
Wolfie's been around a while.
Yeah,
A long
she's not really on the bougie side of things. So, like, or you guys, I didn't really know who you guys were until recently.
Yeah, and I listen.
More on like
Your
this
choice.
Samantha and the awareness stuff.
Yeah. See, you guys, like you, everybody is free to go where they want to go. All the things. All I'm saying, I'm not trying to get you to change your perspective or opinion about Bougie at all, because you could think she's the greatest person in the world. I'm not trying to project my feelings of her onto you. I'm just telling you, just open your, like, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes.
Wolfie fights for her life in them comments about a lot of stuff, even with us sometimes, saying like, "Hey, that's not right." I've seen Wolfie do that, and I mean I can appreciate that. I mean it's not it's hey, that ain't right, like on all of our sides.
Well, I mean, even people that are in here, keep your eyes and ears open, even to the shit here.
To name,
Florida man being a friend of yours.
yeah. I came up here to talk to Queenie about what was said to her for Bernie. I don't understand that comment.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm asking anybody and everybody that I see, know, or whatever. The only thing that I'm asking, I don't care why you're friends with somebody. I don't care if you continue being friends with somebody. I just really want to know the things that he's doing in this current moment, not from years ago, not from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because it seems like whatever's happening with him, the Skittles, and all these people, it has been going on for years. I'm talking about the current shit. At any point, do you think that this shit is too far? Like, do you think he's going too far on even the doctor?
I think it's all gone too far. This should have all ended a long time ago.
So from this side, what do you think has gone too far?
I don't
I'm
really
not putting you
want
on the spot. I just am
to. Yeah,
curious.
I don't really like want to get into any kind of back and forth.
No, I just want to have.
Right. And
You know, I won't judge you. I mean,
yeah.
you can say whatever.
I mean, I think it's good. Well, here's how I am. I think that you can't fix what you don't know is broken, right? So I
And
want
I'm
to
also
know
not
for
around
me.
for everything, right? Like I just had surgery last week. I work, I have kids, so I don't see all the lives. And so if I can't speak on it fully, I won't speak on it. Like, and I don't want to say something based on what I heard, if I didn't see it with my own eyes, because that's not fair to anyone.
Right. I see that. I see that. I just am
I
curious.
do it in public too, Andrew. I've called him out for when I see things wrong in public too. But like one of the things I am a leader prior in the military as well as in my work life is you praise in public and you provide feedback in private when you can. And a lot of people, even Petty's calling me out for being Florian's friend, but I know for a fact I've heard people say that they've had conversations with him offline when they've seen him do things wrong, right? Like no one's out there demanding that you get in a live and call him out, like if he did something wrong. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. I'm just using it as an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am not required to get in a live and bash everybody. I'll choose how I want to provide feedback in the way that I feel is the appropriate way. If I'm in a live and I see something wrong, I usually call it out, which is what Queenie just said. I will say something in the comments, or I will get in a box if I feel like super urged to do it. I'm not a big box person. I didn't expect to be in a box for 5 hours last night. And I've been able to go live for a long time and I don't.
I think so. For me, I'm questioning. The reason why I asked that question is because the statement it happens on both sides. Like it's said a lot, and I'm
Yeah.
girl, I'm talking about I'm windmilling in the comments, or I'm moving in a box to say where on both sides
Yeah.
is this low happening?
I think we all get grouped into who we hang out with in that whole we're both
We
sides.
keep
I mean,
getting grouped in.
I don't really know anything about you. And I
Right.
think the clip in the clip, I hope you heard like that. I was trying to encourage like maybe like have a one-on-one conversation, like, or what would it take to
Oh,
just
I
move
don't
towards,
know about that.
yeah, or
For
move this
me, it's the
towards
people
like
that sit
engagement.
there
But
while he's
here's the
doing it.
thing. Here's the thing though. Here's this side. Listen, I have my own platform. Okay, my platform is the gas station where the comment people are called nosy neighbors. Petty has his platform where the comment people are called comment cousins, right? Yet we get grouped in all the time. Even the comment, like his commenters, my commenter, like everybody's getting grouped in all because we're friends with Petty. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and even still, I understand that you know Petty from a long time ago, but even still, recent shit, where has Petty went to that low? The low that Florida Man's going after people who come into the lives with a certain amount of, if they don't have 1,000 followers, he's going after them and he's trying to threaten them that he's going to dig into them and he's going to find out who they are. If he can't
Anybody
find
that
out
gets
who
in
they
Petty's
are,
box,
wait a
too.
minute. If he can't find out who they are, then he's falsely accusing them of being people. Like peace has been came for in so many ways that several people have been doxxed that aren't even peace. They're not even peace, like at all. To where
It's
peace is even blamed for being bougie. Like that's wild.
anybody that gets in Petty's box it gets attacked. Anybody. I mean, we witnessed it. I know I witnessed it the day of we did the pot, the crock pot challenge. You know what I mean? Like some of these people have nothing to do with anything. And I feel like a lot of people have inserted themselves from that side based off of, oh, we're just going to team up with him. But we tell him it's wrong, but sit in the box while it happens. You know what I mean? Like, I witnessed them all sitting up there saying, oh, let's not talk about people with disabilities for telling somebody about being a special education teacher, but he's running around with multiple videos talking about blind and deaf people. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be some sort of like, hey, like we're not
Yeah,
going to
that's not
platform
right.
it, or we're not going to sit with it, or because you're just encouraging the behavior.
Yeah,
I can't say
I don't
anybody on
agree
this
with.
side is doing that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I
My
don't
thing
think
is
that's
like
right.
you're like I didn't know you were from over there, which I didn't know that you go over there. Like I didn't know that, but
Yeah,
none of the people that sit in the boxes and shit like that, like they don't come in here, and if they do, they're watching from the window or they're on a troll and they don't come in the box. But I'm genuinely asking, what does this side do that's so vile, so life altering? You know what I'm saying? Because I can name things that Florida Man, Bougie, Enabler, the Nikki lady. I can name things that Florida Man says, Bougie says, or does, and they cheer it on.
yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about you, Holly, and what you've been accused of doing at all.
Oh, girl,
Um,
beating
or
children. That's what I'm being accused
or
of. Beating
of
children.
Yeah.
children. Yeah, I have no idea. Or what if Queen. The only thing I heard about you was the all night with Smash, the live that you had and things that you said there.
Right.
But
And
that's
then Heathen, do you agree with 100% of everything that all your friends do?
I mean,
when it comes
no,
to
but
Queenie, wait, Queenie, wait a minute, because when it comes to Queenie and her thing with Smash, I
Yeah,
feel, and this is my perspective,
Holly got up there right there.
I got up right then and there. I was in a
Right
whole
then.
ass car. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't driving, but I got in the box right then and there.
yeah,
The next morning, I feel like several of us had a conversation with Queenie. Did we go at
Right.
each other
You
and fight
did.
and argue? No, but we all said how we felt You know what I'm saying?
Not just the ones from that morning. My personal people, there's been several of them. Tish, Mikey, several of them have came and expressed how they felt about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, and it hasn't been a private thing when they do it. It's not, oh, I'm going to say something. No, they didn't. They instantly, Holly Mae said how she felt right then.
Yeah, I mean, I
A
wasn't saying
lot
that
of it.
nobody came up and said something to you because I didn't see the live. I just heard about it, right? So I was just saying what I'd heard.
And then
Um,
a lot of other individuals started inserting themselves,
yeah.
inserting themselves.
And as far as me, I've been on the app for what, going on 3 years. I've had several public fallouts, and I feel that I have been called out, you know what I'm saying, from my people and from people that don't get along with me. When I would say some fucked up shit, or you know what I'm saying, because I don't do the real life shit. I don't. The nerd thing, like she can go ahead and run with that story, but I don't do the real life shit. You know what I'm saying?
And then,
I do
prime
talk shit.
example, Holly.
I
Prime
do talk
example.
shit though. I do talk shit.
And I'm sorry.
Shit.
I'm sorry for even saying this. The Rivka thing. To sit up there and hold that whole live saying that she's making up her disability was fucked up. And them boxes were full. People were in the chat talking about, I didn't know that. You don't know that. At some point somebody could be like, hey, like this ain't right. No.
Yeah, I
And it
wasn't in the
wasn't just
live,
one
but I
night.
did say, there's
Real
videos.
quick, I want to touch on that because what y'all don't know and what I didn't even know is that big account that y'all claimed she's taking her illnesses from. No, her and that woman are actually friends because they met online and they met like similar diagnoses that they connected and can bond and feel normal with each other. So for y'all to sit there and fucking say some shit like that, I hope karma bites every one of y'all in the fucking ass.
All right, well,
And
I
and
had
I've
nothing to do with
we've done
that,
that
so
too. We've done that too
Hey,
with
Holly, can I say
families and
something real
people on
quick?
here.
Yep.
Hi.
I don't care how you feel about Pastor Petty. You can like him or you don't like him, but if you comment about his kids in this live, I'm going to block you.
There you
So
go.
I just blocked somebody talking about his children, just so FYI.
Yeah,
All right, drop me out of the box.
also, this is P, and this is my baby, and I fucking love her, and she's been with me since day
Yeah, she's
one.
great.
Oh, thank you,
She's
baby.
got a great sense of humor and she jokes with me all the time. She's funny as hell.
Also, Wolfie, I don't want you to feel like you're being attacked. Like I said, you're the only one that will come. Like you're the only one that. I mean, there's only 357 people, and I know damn well all of these people in this live is not from this side and does not like one of us or all of us in the boxes. But you're the only one that came up in the box, so I hope that you don't feel that you're being targeted.
no, I I just like mostly in the
Very
comments, to be
curious as
honest,
to
right?
where.
Like 'cause you started this live out saying, Teddy's a whole ass adult. He's responsible for himself. No one can control what he does. But yet I'm being held responsible in the comments for what Florida Man does, which is, fucked up. Now, did I do? I'm not like innocent, right? Like I did some fucked up shit with him and Skittles last year, right? I participated in there's a guy named Tattoos and Cadillacs, like putting his picture online. Like I've done shit. I've tried to take ownership and apologize for the shit that I've done.
Can I ask about the Discord? Are you in there talking mess right now too?
I'm not which Discord, the evidence one, the receipts one, the Skittles one.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Yeah, I
what
mean
I
I was in that server just to see those receipts between him and Skittles, but I haven't been talking shit in there. And I think I might have even said, I know that the other rep that joined there, but I have said for that situation that she's like clearly had a G2 or J2, whatever it's called, like in her videos. Like, that's not something you just like stick on yourself,
She
right? Like
also
that's,
has a port. She also has a port,
I don't
which
know.
is very visible in her videos as well.
Is that the thing on her belly? Isn't that, or is that something else?
The thing on her belly is a GJ tube. She recently
Yeah.
got that removed because it wouldn't heal, but she also has a port because she has to get IV fluids and treatments because she is sick.
It's also not my place to question her medical conditions.
Right.
And so I don't speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to pay attention to the comments as much as I can. A lot of the comments that I have seen is more so like, do you support this that he's doing, or how do you sit with him for after he does this or that? I don't think that they're saying, well, Florida man did this and you're doing it too, and you're doing this because you're friends with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then just for the Just Andrew down there, like, I'll just be clear, I don't know who you are and you're on a burner, and so your opinion really doesn't matter to me at all. I will choose how I address my friends. If I'm in a live and I see something and I think it's wrong in a live, I call it out in the comments. I'll get in the box, or even with some of the shit between Florida Man and Skittles, I've said, like, no, don't do that. It's wrong. Or but I'm not around for everything, and I'm not responsible for another grown ass adult and what he does.
Can I ask you what makes you be a friend with it? What makes
I was friends with him a long time before all this shit popped off.
Okay, I just had to ask.
Yeah.
Can I also just say, when it comes to Florida man and Skittles, like, bro,
That's a whole thing. I don't even want to get into it.
I feel like
He's antsy. He's ready to get out now.
Oh, Molly.
I want to say something because I think where a lot of us are coming from is, of course, you're not responsible for him, but a man who threatens to burn down Petty's house with his kids inside, and 2 says it's good that a mother lost her baby to SIDS is nowhere near anything that anybody else has ever said.
But I just want to put some context. Like, those things were totally unacceptable to say. He was.
So why would you want to be friends?
And he made up, and Petty even made him, and he done, and it was last year, right? Like, he may think it's okay to put Virgo's legal name out there, and you guys, I got told, well, that was last year, that's old. You can't then say it's relevant. Like,
What about the current stuff, though?
Current stuff, I am, like, it is insane what is happening just right now. I'm not supporting all of the things that are happening.
I would just like to know what's happening on this side. Like when we were with Smash and Robert and all of them, and Robert held that live claiming that it was both sides, but then only using Ratina as a fucking example. It don't fit right with me. It really don't, because it's like, what is this side doing? If people from over here are doing something, I know it, because I don't want to listen. My history on this fucking app, I have been blinded before because I've chose to be blind. It's nobody else's fault. That lies on me. I don't ever want to be blinded the way that I was before, because I'm like, no, they're good people. You know what I'm saying? Or they won't do that. They don't do that type of shit. The whole time they're doing shit like that. Like, so when I ask that, I'm genuinely asking, what is this side doing?
Look, a lot of this shit popped off in the last couple of weeks.
If Nikki would come in here, I would love for her to come in here, because I really want to ask her, what is the issue, for one, but for 2, how do you feel so comfortable saying I could say that about both sides, when in reality, unless you're going to show proof of some shit happening, you really can't. Because even when Robert was making those statements, the only ones that we were told, shown, and known about was the Sunshine Lady and the Mittens Lady doing shit.
For me and Nikki were cool. And then the Smash situation happened. She inserted herself and started talking shit. Like, that's crazy to me. Had nothing to do with her. I mean, it seems like a lot of people, they continue to do the same thing. They team up and, oh, now we're going to talk shit, when you saying, oh, what he some shit, and be like, oh, yeah, I don't agree with that.
All right.
Like,
I'm actually, responsible.
Not you. I'm not saying
I know. I'm just, I did come up here clean to just
I
talk to
appreciate you. I
you
do.
like about the Bernie thing. And yeah, so if you don't mind,
No, you're fine.
I would drop. I really haven't been the last couple of weeks paying attention to a lot of it. Like I'm on bed rest right now from surgery. So I don't know anything really about you, anything really. Like someone told me that you mentioned my name and like in a good way. So I came in to just listen. So other
I
than
mean, I
that,
have seen you speak up quite a bit. Like I have in the comments on both sides. I've seen it prior to all of this, so
Well,
I can't say you don't.
I just suggest while you're bored in the house bored, pay attention to all the lives and pay attention to all the videos and pay attention to all of that, because then you'll see.
yeah.
I'm not saying it as a biased person or nothing, but real shit. Because when I pay attention to all this shit, I pay attention more to the people I'm sitting around, to the people that are coming into these lives, to the people in the boxes. I pay attention to them more than I do the people I don't like, because I know me and I'm not about to piss myself off. I want to see one way, but then you see them other places and spaces being a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? So being a whole, I pay attention more to even my friends' lives. When their lives, I'm paying attention to the comments and shit like that in there. But I highly recommend you start paying attention to all of it, all sides of it, so
Yeah.
that way you can see when they make those comments, it's both sides. Then maybe you'll understand. If you don't already understand, you'll understand why I keep jumping up saying you can't say it's all sides, because
Can we just ask the question one more time, and like maybe because me personally, I'm open to criticism. It doesn't bother me. Like what do you think could be stopped from this? What do you decide?
I think that everybody just needs to stop talking about it and just move on. Like just right. Like, but I know that there's lives held, and one side said something, and there's a live held to respond, and I just it doesn't move anything towards peace or resolution, and I'm not quite sure how any of this gets resolved. Like, I think
I mean,
the only
I
way
did
is to walk away from it
well,
all.
I did go for days and didn't say nothing, and there was videos made on my husband that's not even on this app.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
was lies told that
right at all.
I received money when I gave my kidney. There were so many lies told that I still haven't even addressed, and there was still stuff even to this day, and I don't have to say a word.
And
me and Ratina were quiet for 2 weeks, 2 straight weeks, quiet, after he brought out that he had bits and clips or bits and pieces of a group chat we were in with Artie. When he brought that out, we were quiet, because why are we gonna say anything? Like, it is what it is, right? We all got the same fucking chat. The only difference is 9 times out of 10 we have more of it, because it was a chat we were involved in. And he came back, or he went live every day and threw shit out, threw shit out, threw shit out. Well, nobody said anything, because again, ain't nobody, like, that's not scaring nobody, that's not moving nobody. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. He came live 2 weeks later, and I'm talking about drug Ratina, heavy, Myrna, Duff, spoke on Duff's husband who's deceased, like all that. And his reasoning was because he brought up Ruthless and Ratchet, and we didn't bat an eye, and he thought that was weird. So,
I don't
okay,
know what that is other than
it's a group
somebody that
chat.
had an account
Yeah,
with that and is using
Blackface, Bougie,
yeah,
yeah, Bougie got
yeah.
that account. But my thing is okay. So Queenie asked, what could this side do to stop, or to stop doing or whatever? And your resolution is, or your solution is, to stop talking about it, stop giving
No,
it
not
energy.
just you.
No, I know. I'm saying this
Yeah,
side. I'm saying this whole side.
yeah,
And
and
all
him
I'm saying is, I get that, and I respect that solution idea, but I have to counteract it with, we've done that, and it only makes
Florida Man and Bougie and then go hard suggestion is when you're in lives with them and they start bringing shit up or whatever, can you like be like, hey bro, like they ain't even saying shit, or is this something relevant? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
ask the question, what is the reason for you to bring up Tina or green screen
Yeah,
Holly?
I'll ask.
You
I
know,
don't even want you to do that. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, I really
personally,
don't. Actually, you're right. I don't really want to
I
get
don't
in the
even. I
middle.
don't need any questions asked on
yeah,
on
you
my
can
behalf. I'm gonna
exactly,
say for me.
or
Yeah,
you can just sit, or you can, and it'll even show you that much.
yeah, yeah.
Hi, hello everyone. I just want to remind everybody that they have such a problem with Queenie giving a kidney, but yet said that I needed
Participating in the
to
bullshit. Like
give
I don't have an
give
issue with it.
one. So
Wait, you said what,
Yeah, that
hon?
was fucked up. That
um
was fucked up
that
too.
I unalived my husband because he was on the kidney transplant list, which was not true. He couldn't get on the transplant list because he couldn't stay clean. He was in a live saying that I unalived my husband because I wouldn't do what needed to be done so that he could have a kidney. So it's either, Queenie gives a kidney, it's wrong. I couldn't get a kidney for my husband's, it's wrong. So either way, people are just unhappy. I need you guys to remember what this person has fucking said. He literally said I unalived my husband.
Mm-hmm.
So
And 2 weeks prior, no, a month prior to that, he loved Ratina and Monster, and he liked Ollie. He asked me to use my platform to do whatever he was doing, and I told him none of that has anything to do with me or my situation or even my issue with Bougie. So I am gonna opt out of that. You don't need to do that over here. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, I was a problem.
I mean, speaking on anybody's unalived family members is kind of wild, especially when kind of my beef wasn't even with her and decided to, basically call me a schmurderer on live, which is insane because I couldn't keep that man clean if I tried. So
I mean, I saw your live, and I saw, was it
my proof,
Sassy?
right,
Yeah,
Wolfie? My proof.
yeah, your proof. And I saw Virgo, whoever that person is, having a live about it. Like, I just,
Yeah, and they don't even like him. They hate him. I used to get in arguments with them about him, defending him, Wolfie.
yeah, I know you did, and so that wasn't right.
It's sad.
But you and to bring up trauma, uh, in particularly your child was, uh,
Horrible.
yeah, it's extremely wrong.
But I just
Sorry
wanted
that
to remind
happened to you.
everybody of that. Like, that's my issue. I wouldn't have had, I don't want to make this about me, but seriously, like, I liked Florida Man and I defended him, and having him turn on me like that is crazy work.
Last night they were bringing up Moonbeam's children.
But anyway, I'm going to hop down. I'm going to have a good day.
Yeah.
Please
Has that
do.
open that whole Timbuktu just to move and see new scenery. She's made it clear that she's not in the greatest situation and in danger, and it ain't off limits. Instead, it's a fucking joke over there.
Yeah,
Now
but
they're
I
going
appreciate your
after
words,
grown
Wolf.
adult kids. I'm just saying.
You said what?
Now they're going after my grown adult children. Who is? Like they're saying my whole entire name. Uh, B was
Bougie and Florida Man.
yeah, and like saying that she's got friends
I heard your
who
name
are
called
friends
out.
with my kids on Facebook, and yeah, all kind of bullshit like that. And I can guarantee my grown adult kids are not friends with anybody that nasty little heifer would know. Yeah, and like people are like coming after me for like being in a box with him, being in friends with him, and quite a few of those people were in boxes and friends with him up until a few weeks ago, right? So, I just, I will address my friends across the board, it's in the manner that I want to just, I'm not going to be told by strangers. I don't need to go on live and talk to people. But I do say when I'm there and it happens and I know it's a lie or I think it's wrong, I will speak up on that. I don't.
Here's the thing, Wolfie. Why are you there to begin with? I mean, think about it, because it doesn't matter if you happen to be there, you might say something. The fact is, you're comfortable going there, and they're not going after you. And so, as long as
I'm
nobody's
friends with
going,
a lot of those
You know
people.
what, Moonbeam? To be honest, basically, like you had to see something happen for you to be like, no, this is fucked up. I want no part. So
right?
basically, I feel like as much as Wolfie has seen or been around for, because I don't know what she knows and what she doesn't, it's not, she doesn't think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but clearly you don't think it's enough for you to be like, no, that's too far. I'm not going nowhere. Or, I mean, I'm not sitting around. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I used to
Like
be way more
doing
involved.
lives on people, Wolfie,
Hold on.
saying people's whole names and ex-husband's name. When I became an ex because of a DV situation, and you don't think that's serious enough, and it's not serious enough to do deep dives on people and Facebook searches on people and background checks on people. You don't think that's serious enough? You comfortable to sit over there? It's crazy to me, absolutely crazy.
Hold on.
But you
Let her
you're gonna
respond,
sit
Moonbeam.
over there. You're
Yeah,
gonna sit over there until they come for you.
Let her respond, Moonbeam.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing I can say like that is going to make any of you think that anything. Like I am friends with. I've been friends with him for a while. A lot of people that are in this box, including you, Mooney, were in boxes with him and keep being it up until he did turn on you. So like I could ask the same question why you were comfortable with him being there, and I'm just not. I didn't come up here to get into this stuff with you guys. To be honest. Like I really came up here because what happened to you, I wanted to get that out. So
Yeah.
I'm, I'm
Well,
gonna drop
I'll
on
tell
May
you.
because
Well,
there's
see,
nothing.
I'm telling you what's going on. You just what's going on, and it's wild to me.
I
Moonbeam,
Moonbeam.
you
have
keep
seen
cutting
I've
out.
been seeing it with my own ears. I will pay attention and watch more. I've just tried to disengage a lot over the past couple of months from just in things in general, but I again am not responsible for other people's behavior.
Moonbeam, your phone's cutting in and out really bad.
Minus,
No, moonbeams. But yeah, that's one thing too. Like people have to see things with their own eyes and ears. I do that. You know what I'm saying? I have to see with my own eyes and ears. Moonbeam, she left. You want to come back up? She something happened. Well, I can tell you what happened. We found out that Rissa gave Bougie my information, and Bougie has written. She had no problem writing me, but then all of a sudden, when Rissa gave her my information, she never said nothing, never told me, never nothing, right?
well,
And
I
that's
said
a
that last
problem.
night. I did say that last night when she was given information. Didn't she feel like she should have gone and told the people she got the information?
Right. And
And the
and
answer was she
Moonbeam,
didn't realize.
yeah, and when Moonbeam found that out, like she was finding that out in real time. Nobody could have faked that reaction that she gave. So it took for her to see shit for herself, which it's gonna take you to see shit for yourself. I'm saying I'm just to dead the whole back and forth of this conversation. Clearly, there hasn't been a line drawn for you to be like, this is too much. Whether you're missing lives, you're not seeing lives, or you're not seeing all of the lives, or whatever. I'm gonna put it in my head that from this, like from up to right now,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you have seen or been in a live for or whatever, like you don't think that it's bad enough to walk away, and that's your choice. That is your choice. You will
Yeah,
make
that is
your
my choice.
own. You know what I'm saying?
I'm fully responsible for that.
Yeah, like I'm not saying you're responsible for shit that Florida man does. He's
No.
responsible
But I
for
am
things that he
responsible for remaining his friend, as a lot of people have. But yeah, I'm responsible for my decision to do that.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been friends with people that, I mean, slot friends with people since I was cool with her and brushed off a lot of shit that could have been shown to me or told to me or whatever, but I chose not to listen. You know what I'm saying? So I can't fault nobody for doing that. I just, to me, I'm like, okay, this ain't enough for you to see that they ain't like that he goes too far and the people cheering him on because they're cheering him on. They're not just in the comments, you know what I'm saying, being like, oh God, or quiet in the comments during this segment of the live and then they jump back in and conversate again. I'm talking about specifically the ones that are in the boxes cheering him on, engaging with the conversation, throwing digs at women for how they look or the AI photos that he makes of women to make them look some type of way and all the things like that right there. Those people are hands down all for it. Don't see no wrong with it. You, on the other hand, I asked you the questions that I have asked because, for one, the clip I got last night of you talking to Bougie, but for two, it's like I've seen you in Unknown's live, I've seen you in my live, I've seen you in their live, and I just wonder, like, when they make the comment, it's all sides. I was just trying to get your perspective on what you feel this side is doing to antagonize this shit or to keep shit going or to even say that this side is doing the same as Florida man's side. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll pay more. I don't come into your lives often, but I'll pay more attention to all sides when I'm on TikTok. So, yeah.
That's all I can ask is just pay attention. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm the angel. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying pay attention to what is being said and done and all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be a big announcement. Oh, I left Florida man's side. I don't fuck with Bougie. It don't got to be all that. You can.
I mean, I'm not friends with Bougie at all. Like, last night was the first time I've ever had a conversation with her, ever. Like, I don't have her in messages. She modded me, but I was like, yeah, I don't really care. But I've never had a DM with her. I'm not friends with her. But I tried to be respectful of people, and I had some questions for her last night, particularly around, like, the use of the N-word so.
I'm not gonna lie. I know Bougie enough to know how she is. She listening to this live, girl. You'll have a DM soon, and the DM you're gonna have is fucking either clips, like things to make her story look more. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the victim. Or
I don't want them. Like, I tell, like, someone was offering somebody, I don't want them. Don't DM me shit. Don't send.
Got a number she can text you on?
She doesn't have a number. No one has a number.
Sooner or later, she's gonna drop you people's information. She's gonna drop you people's names and addresses. She's gonna drop you pictures of people's houses. She'll do it because she'll get mad at how the conversation is going. And
I'm not even speaking poorly on anyone. But I know she doesn't have my phone number. No one has my phone number.
well, I'm just gonna say Bougie knows what she's doing. She definitely ain't stupid. She tried to get to where she is right now with leather in them because at one point in time they were doing the fucking most. But then they decided that shit was going too far and they had a fallout. Um, Bougie knows what she's doing. She targets certain people to be their friend to get them to do things. From what I've heard about this Calhoun lady, Bougie ain't no different. Like they will they're like little HPs. They keep their hands clean while everybody else, their mods, their quote unquote friends, look like they get their hands dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Who's HP?
Oh, she's from way long ago, girl.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't think she's on the app anymore. But I'm just saying, like, people, Bougie knows what she's doing. She definitely is friends with people for reasons, and you'll see it because if you ask her, do you think Florida Man's going too hard or doing too much or vile or whatever? If you pay attention to her responses, yeah, it won't be too long before she blames everything on Florida Man and claims that she never agreed with him doing this or that, and she tried to get away or tried to stop talking to him, but trust me, she did it to every group that I've known her to be in, every single one. So Florida Man, while he's sitting over here doing the absolute fucking most on behalf of Bougie, yeah, he'll be blamed. He'll be the sole reason why all this stuff was done, and she had no part of it. She never told him. She didn't know. People got to learn on their own.
Here, Wolfie, telling Ram, hey, love. That tells me all I need to know about you.
Wait, why? What's wrong with Ram?
Like, good fucking luck.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Said,
Be in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you guys got your issues and your beefs and all that stuff, but Ram don't come in here. I know, like, she don't be on no bullshit when she be in here. Yes, she goes over by Florida Man. Yes, she does all that, but she don't take this chat and go over there to kick shit up. And you know what I'm saying? Like, hell, I've heard, and I'm not talking about the day I told Rem to go ask. I've watched Rem leave this chat and go over there and question what the hell's being said over here. Not because she was asked to, on her own accord, going in there like, what, who did this? Or who said this? Or who, you know what I'm saying? I've seen her go and check some shit as well.
That's what you've seen, but I've seen Ram do the dirt. Say the
Right.
most.
I mean,
Right.
if you and Ram have an issue, Moonbeam, that's not on me. I've got nothing to do with it. Who you have issues with, I don't care, and I'm not friends with
Not
you.
just me. Okay? Rim is trash. It's period.
Ram's good people. You may have issues with her, but she's good people. So I'm not going to be. I really, again, eight times. I'm being respectful. I came up here to tell Queenie what I thought about what happened to her the other day, and that it was completely inappropriate. And thanked her for giving Loopy a space on her platform to have a discussion around it because Loopy was deeply affected by it. She was the only person of color that was in that box and was blocked when she was trying to call out that behavior. So,
Right. And I appreciate that.
yeah, and so that's what I'm here for. And I will keep my ears and eyes open. But even if I ever did decide to step away from any of my friends, I'm not going to be bashing them, speaking poorly on them in public. I don't. That's just not me. That's not my style.
yeah, that's how I feel. Even if I walk away from somebody, I'm not gonna jump on no hate bandwagon thing.
Yeah. If I walk away, like, I'm doing it as respectfully as I can. Like, I'm going to respect the friendship I had during that time, and then just move forward.
Yeah, but I think that the conversations like this are good because, like, for one, maybe then this side could be told what the hell they're doing. That is even mentioned.
Yeah.
But also too, like, I don't like to judge people for where they're at. Also opens my eyes to see where people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get it.
Mind state, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I get it. And then I just want to address Peace. Like, Peace, I think you've been accused of being like 5 different people at this point, including being Bougie. So like, I don't care who you are. don't care. Most people are up here are on alternate names. They deserve to keep that privacy. So
Right. Well, not trying to be funny, but according to Florida Man, that man doxed at least three different people who aren't even, we don't even know who they are. And this very last one, oh, he went into detail on this person's life. Nobody knows who she is. Claiming it's peace, claiming it's Phil, claiming it's sweet tea. Like that's that's fucked up. Because now that lady, what if her job is called? What if she loses everything and doesn't know why? That's to me, I feel like that's a little bit worse than fucking identity theft, because identity theft, there's a paper trail. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can figure out who stole your identity. You can put a police report and you can get your shit back. But what if this lady ain't even on Reddit and TikTok, so she wouldn't even know where to go to, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. That in
yeah.
itself is fucked up. Yet, no, if you guys don't know this side enough or watch this side, then you guys think that, oh, he's just blaming her. You know, he's just claiming that she's somebody. But there's more shit that's happening with that. He's not just putting a name out there and saying, oh, this is so-and-so. No, he's literally doing real life on strangers. Strangers. People none of us know at all.
Wolfie, I don't have nothing against you. I appreciate you for saying that. And it's fuck room for me too, Moonbeam. So
That's okay. Everybody's entitled to feel how they feel about. I love her, and you can be fuck around all day. I'll be hearts for him, and that's okay. Everyone has different opinions and experiences, right? So, okay, I'm gonna drop.
Y'all love her so
Bye.
much, some of y'all, but she mods for Florida Man.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
You
I'll
were in
drop you.
Florida Man's boxes all the way up until he was against you. So I'm just gonna go down and 'cause I did come up here to be positive, and like I don't want to, I don't want to do talking about this anymore. But Memorial Day, just remember for those who gave their all, to keep those on your mind today.
All right, have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
I am very curious though, before I end this live, is there anybody that's in here? I mean, there's people in the chat. Can any of you guys come up here and let us know what this side does or how we compare to Florida Man and Bougie? And now, mind you, Florida, when I say Florida Man side, I'm not just talking about Florida Man and his action. I'm speaking on Florida Man, Bougie, Enabler, Nikki, I like turtles, and the reason why I'm naming them is because they don't just sit in boxes. They encourage, they partake, they indulge, they throw comments out there on people they don't know. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, like, I had no issue with the Nikki girl. Last I knew about Nikki, real shit, what I heard, like, where I came in at, and what I know about her was something happened. She was in the hospital, so she was off the app for a while. She would come back here and there, jump in lives and chats, and everybody would swarm her with love and all the things, right? And then this shit happened. And then she's in a box with Florida Man and them and talking about me and Ratina. Then yesterday she was in Queen of All Trades live, and I was in the comments saying, well, can you tell me what your issue is with me? Because we don't even know each other, and you very much so seem to have an issue with me and Ratina. Can I know why? It was never addressed, never answered, never nothing. Instead, Monster's comment was addressed about how, you guys blame us for everything Petty does, and she's turned that comment into, well, I could say the same about you guys, blaming us for Florida Man. Here's the difference. Petty ain't holding lives with fucking AI memes to body shame people, and we're sitting in there saying, "Oh, you forgot to put her 3 pimples on her eyebrow." Petty's not putting people's moms in his green screen, and we're saying, "Oh, I can't wait for this."
or a fucking job of a mom who's not even on the app and encouraging people to contact the mother's fucking employer. You know what I'm saying? Like, Petty's not doing that shit. So again, even in that aspect, you can't say both sides are guilty of that. Both sides are guilty of talking shit about each other. Correct. Both sides are guilty of name dropping. Correct.
Listen, how about holding a whole awareness live on Petty saying how he trashes women, but yet Florida man hops up into the box showing a helicopter picture with hand showing
Skittles that they partake in the pill popping activities.
Listen, I don't
Again,
know anything about that, but what they were doing, they were making fun of Retina's attempt. They were making fun of they had a picture of a helicopter with hands holding pills, making fun of her. So I thought though that side didn't, talk about addiction or anything like that. Like,
well, if we're being honest, Florida man used to jump in the boxes and anybody's box and would downgrade any woman, Bougie, Mallory, Malibu, Shannon. You know what I'm saying? So
the whole point of that live that they were holding was to show what a horrible person Petty is, and for everyone to just take a step back and look at what's going on. And then Florida man hops up in the box making fun of somebody attempting to unalive themselves and showing pictures of it. Look at Gloria's picture. That's what they were showing over there. And look who's in the boxes.
I hope they never need a life flight. I hope they never, ever in their life need a life flight, because that's the most disgusting and disturbing thing I ever saw. May they never need one. I lost a family member to a life flight. May they never, ever need one.
And that shit's not funny. That shit's not funny. And then and then using. Go ahead.
Is the bottom one Roxy Fab something? We can't see it. You can read it to me.
no, that's Enablers Live. Florida man in the box.
Right, but I'm saying that bottom one with the purple stones. Does that Roxy Fab? That's one of the Fab Six?
No, that's Rev Explained.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is that whole live was to expose Petty for being a horrible, like, misogynistic person who attacks women, and we all need to take a step back and realize what's really going on. And then they were doing that. Excuse me, like, what?
That's what I'm saying. It don't make no sense, because every live I've ever been in with Petty, I've never seen no behavior like this ever.
Never. If Petty ever did something like this, girl, I would drag him myself.
Yeah.
Who is a troll? You keep getting answers from. Who?
Also, can we stop? Listen, can we start inviting people in the boxes before they get blocked or muted, unless it's real life kids?
I have several times.
So by the tree, I know I requested them a couple times.
And listen, not just about recovery, you guys. That was a direct fucking jab at her attempting her life.
Yeah, and they hold lives about it. Wait a minute. Hold on.
That helicopter is a reference to somebody.
Wait a minute. They've literally held live. Wait a minute. They literally will bring that shit up in those lives and post shit like that. And Bougie, the one who runs around a fucking social media app pretending and claiming she's an advocate for shit, will literally try to downplay that situation and claim that that's not even a life attempt. That was just, she was getting in trouble. She knew she was getting in trouble, so she tried to get herself out of it.
That is not for you to
also
That's not for you to decide.
And saying twice in one night that he was going to be the reason that I relapsed again.
Also, wait a minute. Gloria just got, this is crazy. So you guys are reporting Gloria for showing a photo that y'all made
That's wild to me. You think it's so disgusting it should be reported, yet you made the fucking photo. That's wild to me. That's wild to me.
Listen, hey Bougie, don't think that I forgot that you were in a live when all of this started and you were trying to use my story in your fucking smear campaign against Petty, trying to say that my attempt was his fault. Don't think I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. Bougie, I have that.
Well, bro, she's trying to make it seem like she never reached out to Brittany and official. Yeah. Yep. She never tried to get your information, yours or Sassy.
Are you fucking... So I made that up. So I made my proof up?
I highly doubt you or Sassy made that up, especially when Sassy wasn't even over here. And I understand that, you know, you guys got, I understand that she got an issue.
Girl.
But got an issue. Facts are asserted in that by Bougie because Bougie was trying to get her information as well. So, yeah.
First of all, those messages from IG were sent from Brittany Ann Official to Sassy to me. So they were in make them.
Yep.
They were given to me. That's not going to work out well. That lie is actually, there's way too many witnesses in between. That's not going to work. But don't think, Bougie, that I don't have you literally saying that Pastor Petty was responsible for my attempt because you were trying to do your little smear shit on him.
You know, Bougie also should fucking do her history, and Florida Man should too. They should do their history on the quote unquote dark side of TikTok. Because motherfuckers could be at each other's throats, but they will still stand up and say correct some false shit.
And listen, they might look like they be hate bonding, but it's just an information grab. Listen, they do not like him. I would get in arguments with my own friends over him. They'd be like, how the fuck can you, they're man haters. Do you not understand?
Gotta be.
Don't like him. She's not an info giver either. The internet is savage. She's not like that either. Whether he's going to her page and taking information from her videos that she has posted, she's not handing anything over to him directly. That's not how that works over there. It doesn't work that way. And also, Petty was not responsible for what happened to me. Okay? That was already in motion before I even had my argument with Petty.
They didn't get mad for me the way I love my husband.
Right. Petty, listen. Never in life. They need to not use that ever again because that's absolutely ridiculous. There had been an attempt already done before Petty even came into the picture. My mental health decline had absolutely nothing to do with Petty, and I can prove everything I'm saying, and you guys know that I don't say anything without proof. I can show that has been a mental struggle way before I even spoke to Petty. That was the second attempt. So quit it. Don't think I don't have that, Bougie, because I heard you fucking say that shit. That's what started this whole thing when you guys were making fun of Retina's attempt and then bringing my attempt up in your smear campaign against Petty.
Man, they don't give a damn about mental health, Monster. Last night showed me that about some.
This chat earlier mentioning names from the Facebook days. I've been waiting for them to crawl out from under their rock so I can tell everybody what they did to me. So go ahead. I know you're still watching. I blocked 2 of your accounts. I know you're still watching. I can't wait for you guys to crawl out from underneath your rock. I'm going to tell everybody what you fucking did. I'm gonna tell everybody the real fucking reason of the attempts. How about that? The real fucking reason.
Monster, you're doing great, babe.
Yep, you really are.
Can you just?
They need to stop blaming Petty for shit. How is it fair that they can say, "Oh well, we don't condone everything Florida man does, but we still sit here." Well, Petty hasn't done half of the shit. Why are we getting blamed for anything that they're mad at him for?
And if you listen, a lot of the shit that people are mad at Petty for it's not current. It's not no time soon, except for the whole comment about when the kid stuff was talked about. But if y'all think about it, if a motherfucker's picking at that subject that was being picked on and picked about, and then a complete stranger claims that they went out to breakfast, lunch, and dinner or whatever, and was going to show forensic photos,
It's
anyone
sick.
would have reacted some type of way.
It's sick. And you know what else? Petty's not just my friend. Oh, Petty, I consider Petty a brother. Okay? So if you think that you guys are going to come on an app and try to get me to switch sides or take a step back and look at things, here is my stance on it. I don't like when people judge my past, right? So I ain't judging nothing that somebody has done in their past. If they are a person that's clearly changed their life, they're a good husband, a good father, leave the fucking past in the past. I've had enough of that shit. Stop it.
I don't want to keep hearing about somebody's private areas. Like,
I was just going to say, I'm not trying to be funny, but here's the thing. You can't knock somebody's hustle, okay? So if somebody was doing an OF or stripping or, you know what I'm saying, an adult video maker, like, bro, you don't know what you don't know if that was their means to survive. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear y'all talking about J-Hob like that, and that motherfucker promotes his shit.
And then I didn't go buy it. And then go buy it, Holly. Why do I want to see it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Queenie, as far as I know, I'm the longest standing person still from the OG days that have been friends with Pastor Petty, and I've never seen his parts.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, never tried to look, nothing.
It's disgusting. It really is. And to be hyper fixated on it the way that they are is just that they are wild to me. Like, you talk about me being obsessed with hygiene. You're obsessed with another person, a man's private areas. It's crazy.
Look, she dropped some of that stuff to me, and without warning, without asking, with just bloop, there it was, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know you like that."
When you have a whole husband, the fact that you are so obsessed with another man's parts is disturbing. Also, I'd like to remind everybody that chicken story is a fucking rumor that he started himself. So knock it off.
I heard that bullshit. No, there's a video.
Do you really, Queenie, do you really think being me,
I know it wouldn't.
That I would fucking sit next to somebody that really did that shit to a chicken? Have you seen me and my chickens?
I don't even see it humanly possible.
No, ma'am.
Like, you just come talk to us. Shit, y'all are aggravating as hell. I ain't never seen this many annoying people in one fucking spot. Like, just for real, don't have a life. Don't do, you know what I mean? Just, ugh. Y'all are obsessed with the wrong things. Get into that hygiene and your husband's, and it wouldn't affect you the way that it does.
Well, can we also Moonbeam, since you're in here, I have a question. Bougie is now claiming that I can't remember who she said, but she said that somebody dropped her that stuff of Petty, and it was unwarranted, unasked for. She did not want it. all the things.
Really?
But,
Then how
hey,
come
wait a minute.
how
Wait
come
a
she
minute.
passed it out like
Hold on. Wait a minute.
cards in a deck of cards?
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong. But when Bougie started going live with you and Leather, was that or was that not the main topic of the conversations? The main green screens that were shown at that time.
Yeah, it was one of them. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure because
The
she
thing is,
claims.
she can't say that was not solicited by her because uh, if she runs around, fucking where. But yet she's trying to claim that, oh, it's unsolicited. I wasn't looking for it. Blah blah blah. Well, why'd she send it out? Why did she turn around and send it out to people?
Listen,
Like,
y'all need to be
why did I need eye bleach? Okay, Lord.
y'all need to be paying attention to your own husband's dicks instead of somebody else's on the internet. Y'all need to fucking go take a little peek at your husband's because you probably haven't looked and it
Tell him to
shows.
get some knee pads, monster. Ain't that right? Get you some damn knee pads, baby. I know you getting up there in age.
For the gifts. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm hopping in the shower.
It's
I'm looking at my own parts in the mirror right now, okay?
girl, click it, clap it, snap it.
I don't know. I just think that you can't run around and say they're blaming us. They're coming at us because we're friends with Florida Man. When
The door.
when you literally
We got
are,
roaches, y'all.
There's roaches. We need the raid.
yeah, when you're literally coming and doxing and fucking dragging and digging into people all because where they sit. Yet y'all motherfuckers are doing it to this side over here, and it's wild to me. It's fucking wild to me.
Listen, when that happens, take screenshots. I need the screenshots and I need them sent to that email, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed whatever.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's weird and
I
it's
think
weird and nasty.
we've been live long enough for people to come up and say what their issue is. And I'm not talking about with Monster. I'm talking about with the statement. We could say that for both sides. You know what I'm saying? That's the question that I asked, that I think that we were live for long enough for people to come in and voice. You know what I'm saying? What their reasoning behind that statement is.
There
Yeah.
isn't any. I haven't seen anybody over here
Well, I
do.
haven't either. Just like with the Robert shit, I kept saying, "Wait a minute, tell me from what side." From even in his live that day, I kept saying, "Wait, how is it both sides? Who from over here is doing shit?" They never answered me a name. They didn't even tell me Ratina. They didn't say anything. It was the comments that were like, "Girl, they were just blaming Ratina." I'm like, "What the fuck? Blaming her on what? Where is she doing all this fuck shit at?" Because her dropping the court document again, everybody cheered it on for one, but for two, she did that because Mallory, after Bougie brought it to the internet, Mallory went live and straight lied, and then Rutina was like, "Okay, bet, I'm gonna drop a video." So she did. She dropped a video showing proof. You know what I'm saying? So that couldn't have been compared. But then after Robert's live, people were talking about the Mittens girl was doing some fuck shit behind the scenes. I don't even know her full extent. And that the Sunshine Lady called Mallory's mom or mother-in-law or some shit. So to me, I'm like, okay, now you know we don't sit with them people. So how are you claiming all sides? You need to direct that to Mallory's side and your side, or you know what I'm saying? But because I didn't know fucking Sunshine.
But
I didn't know her.
not only that, Hollywood.
Saying so you can't sit there and blame like that's not even a valid fucking point. Like it's not.
Oh, Virgo, go, be with your family. watch the door, babe.
Sassy, I'm not even trying to be funny, but real shit. Like I seen a little bit, and my thing is like I'm really curious. Like, bro, if you're friends with somebody and you get a text message and the app, I'm just gonna say the app, and says, yeah, they won't. Why in God's green, like, why in the world would you even associate they with you when y'all were friends at the same time? That only shows you were picking. Because I know if my friend wrote they back to the app, my first thought would not be, bitch, are you talking about us? Not at all. Not at all.
Already, it was a plan. It was just an excuse. That's cool.
Yeah, well, that's a dumbass excuse.
Who is
But,
Cassandra, Holly?
I don't know.
Why do they keep saying that? So this person has said, we sit with somebody who condones DV, something with DV. And then I said, who? And they said, Cassandra.
Who is Cassandra?
I don't fucking know.
Who's Cassandra? Well, let that person comment again. Who is Cassandra?
Will you take a box? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Just in here. Enabler. Enabler don't even like us. I don't even know her. She don't even like us.
No, they're saying Enabler said the same thing too. She's in your comments. I don't know who that is.
That's the ass. Who is that?
Oh, I don't sit with Cass. Seriously? Internet savage. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, there's only one savage that I know about, and that savage was a part of the fuck shit that A. Marie was doing to Hensley. So yeah, she don't be in here.
And they're saying they're calling them by name. Take a box. Christina, whoever you are. I guess that's who you trying to be on a fake page. We don't sit with Jenna. Jenna is Skittles, right?
Shit, I don't fucking know who Jenna is.
I think that's
I hear her name a lot.
Listen, go get you a Ouija board and have a conversation with him. Okay? He has all the answers you need.
Okay, really quick before my service cuts out. They're talking about Skittles. That Jenna. Her bestie is Casty Ass, or the Internet is Savage account that was in here in the comments.
We don't sit with none of them fucking folks.
I'm aware, but they're saying because they're in the comments that you guys sit with her. That's that guilty by association or just letting trolls be trolls up in here.
Listen, Sassy, what you call it? Here's the thing. Yes, everybody can get a box. Yes, everybody can be in here. Yes, all the things, right? But you know that Monster's in here. You know that this is Monster's place. You know that this is where she sits. And you coming in here to enlighten us or give us a history lesson of shit you sat by her for, that's a dumbass argument right there, because you were her friend at that time, correct? So that's something you should have gave yourself history lessons on back then. You get what I'm saying? Again, I think a lot of us in here met Monster where she is today. So the education you should have.
Listen, it didn't matter then. It didn't matter then because every time I tried to talk about it, they'd say, "Oh, don't give them that. Don't talk about it. Don't say anything." But anyway, I'm gonna hop down because that's gonna hurt my case. I'm gonna tell you guys have a wonderful Memorial Day. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. I have to go help with a NA event locally so I can show people that are trying to get clean and sober how to have fun clean and sober. I love all of you guys so much.
Have a love good you, Monster. Oh, I hope you don't think that I was letting anybody in the box.
No.
Monster.
I don't.
Monster.
No. I stand by that. I strongly stand by that. That education and shit should have been done a long time ago, and instead they sat with you when you were that person. So I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. It ain't got nothing to do with me. bitch. I see you for who you are today.
I
Monster.
don't have any of the answers that they want. If they want answers, they got to go buy themselves a Ouija board. I have stuff to do.
Monster, wait. Monster, you got the belly button in behind them ears?
Why are you at?
Bye, bitch. You got the belly button in behind them ears?
Yes, girl.
Okay, I know you did. I know you look like you smell good.
Oh, I do. I do. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna honestly, I was supposed to be gone a long time ago.
Girl, me too.
This ain't running, by the way.
No, I'm ending the live anyways. I gotta finish cleaning what I was doing and get ready for the cookout and shit. But yeah, I just opened the gas station early because I missed the live last night. I only got sent a few trips, but I'm really genuinely curious. How is this side in any comparison to Bougie's side? How? If you can tell me, show me, lead me in the direction to go do my own homework, I would greatly appreciate that. I would.
Oh no, I was just saying. That was my plan for the day. The only way you're gonna get answers, right? Because I'm only one side, is by you getting a Ouija board and having a conversation. Okay?
We love you, Monster. Enjoy your day.
May May. Hey, look at May May too. Oh man, May May. Listen, I'm gonna hop down.
Alrighty. The internet is fucking savage. Is that who you guys were talking about? Savage.
Most people are.
Yeah, I don't know who that lady is.
Right. I'm going to watch The Handmaid's Tale for a little while until everybody gets here. I got a barbecue happening today. Y'all try to enjoy your day, even though it's not the best of circumstances, is why we have this day. And continue to pop your shit, and don't let these people keep making you explain shit, because shit, trash is meant to be taken out. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, everybody have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. End the live in a second.
Hey, nobody knows who I am, and that's okay. I am definitely a silent watcher. I don't know much about Bougie, but I can tell you that everything I have seen and heard is not good. And Holly Mae, Queen, are what's right. And I sit with you because you stand for what's right. And when there's some fuck shit going on, you call that fuck shit. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Right is right, and wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
And it does not matter. And again, I'm kind of nervous, first of all.
No, you're good.
But I have followed you for a while, Holly Mae. Well, ever since I found you, which has been probably 6 or 8 months ago. Maybe 6 months. I don't know. I don't know. Time doesn't matter to me, really.
It gets all mixed in together anyways with all the lives.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I haven't slid into somebody else's live and listened to the shit that they've had to say, because that would be a lie, and I'm not a liar. I stand on facts, I stand on truth, and I stand for people who are true. And I know Queenie left before I had a chance to say anything, but I respect the heck out of y'all. I do, just because you stand for what's right.
See, and to me, that's what matters. I don't care about being liked. Being liked is for the clowns. I'm not trying to be funny, but it is. A clown is meant to be liked. A
That's
human
right.
is meant to be liked.
But I have a family. I have a TikTok family. They all go to bed early, and I'm a night owl, so night owl.
What nobody does, who nobody, none of that. It's the engagement. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly. I mean, it's the engagement, and it's your morals. Period.
yeah,
End of discussion.
morals and values are going to be in alliance. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
there's a difference between your morals and your values being in alignment versus your opinions. My opinion can be completely different than yours, but if our
Absolutely.
different things literally don't align, I'm cool. Like I'm gonna be off in la la land.
Believe it. I don't hear it. I don't believe it just because I hear it. I don't. First of all, I'm a really good judge of character, so I can read people pretty well. First of all, but second of all, when you got it all to show, you got. I mean, you got your proof. You got your backup. Who cares what they say? You and Monster, I'm so proud of you. So 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 proud of you. I've heard your story. I've heard all of your stories. Like I said, I've been in the bushes. But you wanted somebody to come up here and say something? Well, I am.
Well, thank
I'm
you.
here. I'm saying something and I'm saying that Florida man is dangerous. You should stay away from him in real life. You should stay away from him on the app.
Yeah.
Monster is an amazing person. I know I just said two people and they don't even go together. But I'm just saying she's amazing and I do believe that she's she's here on this earth to help her people. I'm
Mm.
gonna jump down. I think I've said enough, but I just want you guys to know that you're very, very much knows me, so my opinion really doesn't count.
Oh, you know what? The ones that we don't know are the ones that count the most because we hear it from the people that come into boxes all the time, right? We see
Yeah,
it and hear it from the ones that jump box to box or jump up in certain lives and are in there hanging out. We don't hear the silent watchers' opinions a lot. So to me, the silent listeners are the ones that matter almost the most to me because they see
thank you.
things from different sides and different point of views than the ones that are comfortable enough to get in boxes. So yes, your thoughts do matter.
Thank you. Thank y'all don't have to give this was I literally I just took a jump. She said anybody? Well, I'm somebody and I know that. So I'm here and I just wanted to speak up. All of you, all of your comments, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Again, like I said, I'm nervous as hell.
Um,
I'm nervous as hell, but it's all right. It's all right. I'm good. I thank you very much, and I am gonna jump down.
you're good.
Thank you for coming up. We appreciate that. It's people like you that make a difference. We had a silent watcher last night, that came up, and y'all really it's you guys that haven't been involved, that you've been involved. So I really appreciate you coming up.
Thank you so much. I'll come up more. Most of the time, it's at night, and my husband's snoring, so I can only watch. I can't get in boxes.
I'm not
Well,
gonna
you
lie. If I were you, I would stay doing how you're like how you're doing it, where you're in the chat. Only because at this very moment, anyone and
It's.
everyone that's jumping in the boxes are a new target.
I agree with that, and I 10,000% agree with that. Which, like I said, this is just happens to be in the middle of the day, and I can actually do just happens at
Yeah.
night when I'm watching you guys. Literally, my husband's beside me snoring, and I can't get in the box. You couldn't hear me over him, so so I'm just I have to, and if I get in a box, I have to be quiet and stay in the chat. So it kind of defeats the purpose. So
so
Right.
I
you
do.
heard our mole rat and raccoon talk.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I laughed and giggled with y'all. And I've cried with y'all through many, many things. Um, the the treehouse, I was there. I missed that. And
Yeah.
for all the people,
Bringing that back.
and I'm just gonna stop right there with that because that is no longer apparently, which really, really fucking sucks for
Well,
Yeah,
people like me who care. I
right.
wasn't there for any. any malicious purposes. I was there for good reason. I was there because I need y'all. I need people.
And that breaks my heart hearing that, Tiffany. Real shit. And it breaks my heart because Bubbles wasn't doing that, so they had a quote unquote safe place to talk shit. Because
I
in
know.
reality, it was
I
if
know.
you walked in, that's a public platform in a few ways. It's just more safe for people
I
to feel
know.
comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But they twisted it and turned it into something that it definitely wasn't, which is wild because when Florida Man first threw up the treehouse, he made he made it seem like it was
A
a
bad thing. I heard him.
he first made
I
it
heard
seem
him.
like
Something to
whatever that
talk trash about everybody so nobody else could see. But that was not what it was. I heard all of it. I'm telling you.
exactly. And my thing like with Grandma M, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened there. But I have seen Grandma M and Florida Man's lives and Bougie's lives now. And that's, to me, go where you want to go, sit where you want to sit. But that speaks volumes that not only did you go over there, but you're participating in the fuck shit, even though you know the truth. Now, regardless if her and Bubbles are into it or whatever the case may be, for her to go over there and entertain them people on all of us as a whole, that's fucked up.
It is.
That's fucked up, especially
And
when
I'm
it was people like you in the chat who weren't you in talk.
only as and I didn't even get to talk again because it was so late at night. God, I'm listening to you guys.
Yeah, see, that's
I
fucked
went to
up.
sleep with you guys. I mean, that sounded adorable. I did. I went to sleep. You guys were like y'all were my. I went to sleep with in that live. I went to sleep with Ashley. So I'm not gonna lie. I started going in there because she was on late at night. I that,
Yeah,
and that wasn't for me. And I'm sorry. And that's nothing against anybody. It just wasn't the live for me.
right. I get
But
it.
I was only there. I was only there because that was the only thing on at night. Midnight.
Yeah, I
So
get it.
I put my earbud in and I fell asleep to her in her live. But it got bad. It got real bad. And that's I have morals and that's not for me.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, listen, I used to hold lives only at 10, 11, 12 at night. So I get it, I
Had a
definitely.
great group of women just laughing and having fun. Yes, sweet cheeks. And and again, like I said, nobody really, because I am kind of one of those in the bushes, and that's okay. I'm going to go back there, but I want you guys to know that I believe in what is right and wrong is wrong. And Holly Mae, Queenie, Bubbles, Monster. I can't name all of the ones, but those are the main ones. Retina. I mean, those are the main ones that I know that without a shadow of a doubt, no matter what, you guys are going to jump up and you're going to say what's right. And if it's not right and they want to argue, then you want proof because you don't do fuck shit. And I respect
Say
the
some shit
hell out of
though.
that.
I mean, I do say shit. I do, and I'm not gonna say I don't. I say shit.
Everybody talks shit, Queenie.
Right. Right.
Everybody. And a lot of times it's not even talking shit, it's venting. I'm pissed
Yeah.
because something happened to me in
Right.
some kind of way, shape, or form. And so I'm venting because that happened to me and that person did it.
And I
That
just,
doesn't,
for me, I don't like people that I know won't speak up for themselves or I know, are being taken advantage of. I don't like them being talked about because it's like, who's going to defend them? And
and I'm one
it,
of those. I'm one of
yeah.
those that won't step up. I play a couple times from this box because I was scared to get in the box. I know I know what happens.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
And I thank you. I appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you. Oh my God, have been so sweet and so nice, and I I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We thank you.
Okay, I have said enough, and I don't like to cry, so I'm getting down, and just thank y'all.
Thank you for coming up. I'm gonna actually end this live because I'm gonna start.
gotta go downstairs and start cleaning. So,
Okay.
but
Enjoy your day, baby.
thank you guys because I got
Enjoy your
my whole upstairs after I got called out for my niece. After that, when proof is asked to be given from Bougie's side, the subject is that Florida man will say, "Yep, you want proof? Yep, let me go grab that real quick." He'll go on pause and then he'll come back with a fucking meme of somebody else that's not even the top, derails the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? The deflection. You know, it's the deflection for me. The internet savage person can come up, but I don't even see her in the chat anymore. But yeah, I wouldn't be saying it with people when they're engaging in the conversation. You see them in one live and then you see them in another live with the same people saying like, come on now. But people just being in people's lives and chats, like I wouldn't, but that's me. All right, I'm getting out.